And I remember playing Double Dragon, Contra, Mario with Duck Hunt, all those games. And
We're going to let that slide? Derek, you going to let that slide?
Mario?
You going to let that slide, Derek?
I live with a Mario person. If you're watching, I love you, but it's Mario. It's Mario.
Mario.
It's a me, a Mario. Not it's a me, a Mario. You want to go to Wawa?
Young Junk.
All right, guys, episode 19 starting out. Today we're talking about a bunch of things. Those things being trailers for the Black Phone 2, Marvel Zombies, 28 years later, the Bone Temple. Excuse me. Yeah. Thank you, Derek, the smart one. News about a Call of Duty movie and also a Superman sequel. And today, after we get through all the housekeeping, we're going to be toppling the top 3 video game consoles, our top 3 video game consoles. Guys, if you're in the chat, let's get your top 3 video game consoles in. And then when we're done our first, second, third round, we'll visit you guys in the chat. What's up, Milk Toast? All right. So to my left is the smart muscle geek. He's looking lean, he's looking mean, and he's beating me in fantasy right now. It's Derek.
For now. What's up, guys? Let's talk some nerd shit.
All right.
Can't wait.
And in the corner, it's the guy that does everything. It's Terry.
Hey, boys, it's the booth boy, Terry himself. Glad to be here.
Army Terry.
Have a hot dog, babe.
And then we have to my immediate right, the biggest Dungeons and Dragons dork in the history of the world. It's Steve. What's up, Steve?
What's up, bitches?
I didn't like that one. We should restart. That wasn't good. All right, guys. So let's get right into it. Before we do, if you don't mind, if you can like the stream, subscribe, share it. If no one that you have in your immediate family knows who the Muscle Geeks are, tell them to just pull up their phone and subscribe. Helps us out a lot. And let's get right into it. So our fantasy football teams are playing.
Yeah.
Steve, how'd your team do?
We got a big week 1 dub. Went against old Tear Bear this week. I think Tear Bear was prepared as he should have been. I absolutely beat the bricks off him. But it's also week 1.
Yeah.
Long season.
Yeah, there's a lot of things
But
that
it's
can happen.
a good way to start the season.
Nice.
That's awesome. Terry, so do you want to talk about it?
I mean, we didn't put our best foot forward at all. And also, like, we're just not going to throw the ball to A.J. Brown. We're just not going to do it at all.
Yeah.
Like, that was an insane thing to happen.
Yeah, he got screwed with that week 1, getting their legs under him.
Yeah, he'll get his. He'll get his.
Like,
And then, wow, how about it? All the Muscle Geeks are playing each other. So,
yeah.
Derek, we're playing each other. You're up by 7. I got DJ Moore left. What do you think about your team?
I like my team as a whole. I started the wrong people. I was saying in the discussion, Bill Nix, my boy from Denver, I thought I was going to do a lot more. But I had Jordan Love riding the bench with Reed also. So that kind of sucked. But we'll get through it. We'll see. As long as Moore doesn't do anything for you at all, maybe catches a cold. I don't wish injury upon anybody. But, maybe he just doesn't feel too good today.
I know, dude.
And
I think you got me.
Derek, you got no one going tonight?
No one.
No.
I got DJ Moore.
I'm locked in. So
You got a shot. You definitely have a shot.
but now I got Kittle that's out for multiple weeks. So the
that's tough.
Niner, I went Niners heavy in the draft.
Niner.
I thought McCaffrey was going to be the hurt guy, but the Niner that's hurt is Kittle.
I thought McCaffrey's hurt as well.
He's always
perpetually hurt.
he played yesterday, though. He did well.
Carcass.
Yeah.
He actually killed it.
Yeah,
But he'll be out by week 3.
Yeah,
Stop, don't
hold your breath on
don't.
McCaffrey.
So Derek, how about for those of you who don't know, Derek's on a journey back to the iron. He's been doing it for a few weeks. He's looking good today. He was walking in front of me upstairs, and you're looking good.
You checking me out?
Yeah.
Checking me out?
couldn't fix
Is that the diddler?
Yeah. I've been hanging
Thanks,
out.
dude. It's going really good. I've been back for a couple months now, and things are feeling real good. Weight's moving nice. Starting to get like the perimeter starting to show a little bit better, if that makes sense. I still have a soft, doughy center right now, a little bit of a cream puff, but
You're like an Oreo.
yeah, dude, you're like little Debbie. I got some cream filling right now.
on
but-
Instagram at the gym. That you look solid there.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. It was my
Yeah.
Philly Gaines black shirt that was like hiding all my pudge, but
Philly
I'll
Gaines,
take it. Philly Gaines. It'll make you look better.
6011 Ridge Avenue.
I heard there's a really cute door attendant there.
Clark Kent. We
Clark
gotta
Kent.
get him on the podcast.
We
one
got
day.
to.
Dude, I'd love that.
And,
Bring him in.
so, Steve, did you play Dungeons and Dragons this week?
Yeah, we did. We got it in last night. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll intro you then.
Okay.
All right. So, for those of you that don't know, Steve is new to Dungeons and Dragons. His friend and viewer of the show, Stevie G, got him involved in it. He's the dungeon master, also known as
Debologen.
the Diddler, but you're known as the Debologen.
Steve
yeah.
is the diddler.
Steve's character is Fireborn,
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn,
Yeah.
whatever. So he's been on this quest, and Steve explains Dungeons and Dragons in only a way that Steve can. So Steve, go at it, dude.
Before we get into it, just shout out to my guy JR who's in the chat. Yes, PC counts, right? We'll count PCs as consoles.
It's whatever your list wants
Sure,
to be.
if you built that PC to be a gaming PC,
Yeah,
then
that's
dude,
his-
that's your thing.
yeah.
Whatever.
All right, so D&D last night, right? So picking up. So like I said, we're back in I guess the kingdom, right? Where with kind of many different routes we can go. So it's kind of up to us. I know last time I left it off, there was an option between we go find this gold dragon, so we can 2-time the evil dragon that we made a deal with, or we do this like this side quest, I guess, for the Mat Man who saved me from that curse I had with the cocaine and the diamond dust. He needs us to do something for him, and then that little like orphan girl that we saved from the city got burnt down. Her mom was like a vampire. We had to kill her because she went evil.
Watched her mom die.
Yeah, so she's thriving right now. We got her hooked up at the general store. She's working there.
Nice.
Doing very well. She's safe.
She getting like real wages or?
Yeah.
All right. Good. That's important.
And then
It's nice to earn a living.
the third part was to
Make sure
figure
you
out.
didn't sell her into slavery.
Nah,
very
All right.
fulfilling.
Good.
Dude, no.
Good.
We're honorable men.
Okay.
All right.
You're a dragon.
Dragging these nuts.
So
Sorry.
How long has that been cooking?
So then we were trying to figure out like why this evil, right, destroyed her town and is now sending like those demons to our camp, I guess, and attacking us. So we decided as a team that, let's figure out what this evil witch wants. So we go to the Mat Man again, who kind of knows everything. He's like
The Mat Man?
MAP.
Okay.
M-A-P.
Okay.
Terry, if you could actually pull it up, he's that little gnome looking fella.
All right.
I got Terry some
And he's a
visuals. Yeah, that's
Love
the
the
Mat
visual
Man.
aid. The Mat Man. Oh,
Yeah, that's
photographer.
the Mat Man. So he owns this map store that has all these scrolls, and he tells us what type of magic, like if we come
Okay.
across certain artifacts.
Okay.
So we always check in with him, and he always kind of knows what's going on.
he looks like the love child of like Frodo and Gandalf.
Yeah, so he's supposed to be like,
I like him.
a foot tall, just this little crazy old Mat Man wizard
Yeah.
guy.
Okay.
I want to hang with him.
So we started on our journey last night of trying to find this. According to the Mat Man, it's almost like an urban legend of this person. It's called Hemna,
Yeah.
and it's like a not a god. CVG's gonna kill me.
Deity.
Oh, it's like a giant. It's this giant woman figure
Okay.
who
Okay.
no. There's no pictures of them.
Man, you got some pictures today. dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
So the Mat Man, all he can tell us is, head towards the East Coast, follow the river up, and look for either some type of like cave or some type of tavern, something like that. That was the last time she was spotted, and it was like eons ago, apparently. So we're kind of just shooting in the dark here.
Yeah.
So we start on this journey, and we're riding through, and as we're riding, we come across like a traveler, like a gypsy Jeff. He's approaching. We're like, about to pass each other, and I don't want to stop. Like, this guy's got nothing, but he makes a stop. We have his photo. He's the old, not the old, like, yeah, go back one. Yup. Gypsy
Dude,
Jeff.
you're not talking to this dude.
Dude, that's
I've
what I
seen this
said.
guy at 7-Eleven
No.
holding the door open.
Dude, that's what I said. Because before we went on this journey, we stopped at the store. We said what's up to
Look at those dolls. No
Enid-
way.
or Enid.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
Dude, I know.
Porcelain dolls freak me out.
What does he have on the side?
Dude.
A cup holder?
He's in this wagon with horses, and he kind of just doesn't cut us off. But and my two other guys, they wanted to stop, see what he had. He goes and opens up his trunk of his wagon, and he's got bullshit, dude. He's trying to sell us broken shields, fucking half rusted swords. And you gotta remember, my two guys, like they're like one's like a paladin and like and something else. They have to do good. Like that's their character.
Paladin?
A paladin, yeah.
He's a Peloton?
Yeah. He's one of those Peloton bikes.
He's a cyclist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like he
Pretty
stops and he's got like magic powers, so he detects magic.
Okay.
And in this guy actually had some and didn't realize it. So he bought this. It's called a lucky stick,
Nice.
and it just says "lucky stick" on it.
I respect it.
And he wanted 20 gold for it. And I'm like,
gold.
you
So
know, and of
is it-
course
is
my
it a
guy
scam?
doesn't have gold, so like I got all the gold. So he's like, "Yo, will you?" And I'm like,
you gotta.
You trying to front
for
him
the
for his
magic
lucky
"Yeah."
stick?
So I got to like pay for this magic stick, dude. And it's like, this thing better be worth it because for 20 gold, I mean, can we even negotiate? Right? Like, give him 5 gold, it'll be fine. Look, I mean, look at him, dude.
How lucky is this?
That dude actually probably has like a mansion,
So the guy,
limo.
our boy Activus, he can detect magic. He's got like this little frolic thing that like it tells him, and apparently it was pretty magical, and it was like going to be useful. So we got it,
Nice.
and you know, we keep on our journey.
Wait, so a guy that you, another guy on your team has that ability,
Yeah.
and like, does that change the course of the game?
No.
So,
not
like-
necessarily.
I mean, you can use it to detect the magic, though. So in this situation, it's very helpful.
yeah.
Well,
So
you-
like if we're looting, like
Because
if
what if Stevie G like meant that to be a trap with the stick has no magic, and then that guy's
so
saying
not
all
every
of a sudden
trap
there's
is
magic.
magic. So yeah. So like you also have to
I mean,
be
I guess
like
he could lie.
yeah.
All right.
So CVG, like he wouldn't lie, but like you would have to ask the right question, and then that's how you would get like inspiration points.
Oh, so he has to tell him the truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like if
All
he
right.
doesn't ask the appropriate questions,
I got you.
it is what it is.
I got you.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we get that from him. We keep going. We set up camp, and we all take watch. I took first watch, and during second watch, one of our buddies, Falcone, I believe, or Activist. I get them so confused because they both have a similar voice. Comes across the guy in the blue, Terry, the blue pointy hat. As he's keeping second watch, this thing keeps creeping up. He notices that, you
Oh,
know,
man.
his little fire torch
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's
Black
in the
mage.
distance, and he comes up.
He
So he's
looks like from He-Man, Masters of the Universe. He looks like that little
That
lizard
weird-
guy that hangs
It's
out
like
with him.
Vivi.
You mean, I just missed
Oko.
the He-Man
Yeah.
phase.
What's his name? Something O.
It's like a Final Fantasy black mage.
Yeah. So this guy comes up, and mind you, like me and the other guy are sleeping, so it's just the one guy. And he's like, you know, questioning him, like, hey, like, what are you doing? And he's like, he presents himself like he's like a wizard.
Mhm.
And like, I'm on the same quest as you. We're looking for the same thing.
Yeah.
And my buddy was like, what is it you're looking for? And he
Orko.
was like,
Thanks, Milk Toast.
he was like, give me your palm. I can read and I'll tell you your future or whatever. So my
Yeah.
guy, he does it
Gypsy.
reluctantly. And as soon as he does it, as he's doing it,
Mhm.
he does some like magic where it's like a smoke bomb, like poof,
Oh,
blinds him, robs him, and takes off.
No.
Runs his
no.
pockets, takes all his gold, his weapons, everything, and then just takes off.
Well, yeah, that's his fault for middle of the night. That guy coming
Yeah.
to you and believing him.
So he tries to chase him, doesn't wake us up. So we're just snoozing, right? And he's just out there chasing this guy, loses his track, right? Gets lost, comes back to camp, decides to wake us up and be like, hey, I got robbed. Like, we're like, what's going on? How, what, like, you know, asking all the appropriate questions. So my one boy, he's a, oh man, he can like transform into animals.
Gotcha.
So he transforms into like a hound dog to sniff them out.
He's an anamorph.
Yeah, like an anamorph. And
It's like a druid.
yeah, druid. Jesus, you're better than me, dude. Druid, yeah, druid. Jesus.
You know, I'm a little bit of a nerd.
As you can see, I'm not built for this game.
It's all right. Takes
You're
a
doing
while.
a hell of a job,
Yeah.
dude. Come
There's
on.
a druid that takes
turns
his
into a
wild
hound.
form.
Get back to it.
Sniffs them out. We end up finding him. Now, this is where we get into a battle, right? So we find him in this cave, and he's got like 4 or 5. Not him. No. Yeah. Hobgoblin. He's got 4 or 5 hobgoblins with him, and this is like the captain, the powerful one.
Goblin these nuts.
So we take,
I knew it was coming,
Yeah.
I
Derek.
couldn't
God
help it.
damn
yeah,
it.
dude, the hobstopper over here. So we got to fight this guy and his little crew. And
He looks pretty tough.
So he actually like downed or I guess temporarily killed one of our boys. So we had to bring him back. But yeah, we got through it, and then we finally get to the so that guy who robbed him, he's like a merchant, so that's what we were calling him.
Yeah.
He tried like running away and escaping. We got him, beat the bricks off him. I wanted to kill him, or at least chop his hands off so he can't steal anymore. But they thought that would kill him, and they didn't want to do that because they're good doers. So they're like, no, let's just beat him up. We'll rob him, like take him off his clothes because it's freezing, and like let him figure it out. So in doing so, I guess they started to have a change of heart.
Yeah.
He tried robbing him again.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. So I was like, dude, that's what you get for being nice. So we killed him. And
Luigi's asking, how do you voice a hobgoblin?
Yeah,
voice,
do
Steve.
tell.
Come on, Steve.
That's CVG. That's CVG. I don't do the hobgoblins.
Are you gonna do your voice?
Snarls. Maybe.
Yeah. When do we get your voice?
Let's get 100 comments tonight in the chat, and Steve will do his voice.
It's
Luigi,
funny.
just comment 100 times.
It's funny because like when we're in battle and it's my turn, like one of my actions is to rage, and then like it like buffs your powers a little bit.
Rage.
Yeah.
So he's like, let me hear it. I'm like, hear what? He goes, rage out on me. Let me hear it. And you hear the boys like, you gonna rage, dude? And then we rage, and then but
are you yelling and screaming?
I got a little thing I do, right?
Okay.
I'm getting.
How do you rage?
We'll get there, maybe.
You got to start practicing in the mirror.
Yeah.
Show me your angry face.
No, it's funny because when I was prepping for this and he was telling me you got to get a voice, every time I'm in the shower, I would just randomly say words or randomly say sentences and with different voices. My wife would come in and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm topology.
Yeah. But yeah, so we get through it. We kill them. My one boy goes down, but we bring him back. We end up getting his gold back and everything. So we're almost halfway to
Who the fuck is Dr.
this guy.
Giro?
Yeah, dude, this guy is, I think his name's Ogre or Igor. He's like a town local, like a creepy guy who ever since we started this campaign, anytime we're in the city, just like going to the general store or anything, we always see him and he's always staring at us. So we've confronted him numerous times and he's always thought we were like up to no good. Like we were like causing problems. And he actually confronted us yesterday and said he's finally going to leave us alone and stop creeping on us and that he's going to, put his attention elsewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is that creepy, like local fucking like neighborhood watch guy who tries to, he's like a nobody, just like one of those like gnat bugs that just won't go away. But yeah, his name's Igor.
So he was just there and he was just like, I'm bothering you guys creepy staring at you and I'm not going to do it anymore.
Before we left on our journey, we saw him, he approached us and I was like, dude, we had it with you, dude. Like, we're either going to kill you or like, and he said that he's been sorry for stalking us and watching us and that he is going to put his attention elsewhere.
You think maybe he'll turn into an ally down the road?
I don't know. I mean, something's definitely up with him. I know Titus doesn't trust
him.
him.
That guy, like, type of situation.
Yeah. Like, good thing you were nice to him.
Yeah. So like, I know our commander, like Titus, like he doesn't trust him. I don't trust him, but I also don't trust Titus. I think something's gonna. I think Titus
is a traitor.
I think something. I think something's up.
Is Titus the paladin?
Nah, he's like the normal.
Oh, okay.
Just an like
that's not
for
the
lack of better,
okay.
like an MPS, who's like our commander, who's like next in line to become king of.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think something's up.
You think something's up?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Steve left us at a cliffhanger.
Stay tuned.
I am fucking ready for episode 20 next week of your Dungeons and Dragons.
Will Steve rage?
Oh, dude, we need to hear that voice. All right.
Next week on Dungeons and Dragons Z.
All right, so Terry, we got Terry's physique segment.
Hey, welcome to Terry's Physique segment, sponsored by Alpha Flight Fitness, which I am now a member of, baby.
All right.
So I joined John's gym, and it is the perfect gym. It is exactly what you want as like
True.
person who wants to add size or cut down or just be around people who are actually dedicated to it. So I'm thrilled to be a part of it, and I'm going to try and spend some weekends there. So
yeah, it's not
That's
what
awesome,
you were telling
man.
me before
Thank
they
you.
walked in, Terry, but yeah, we'll go with it.
what did I say?
I don't know. You said something about like it wasn't shit to the one gym in King of Prussia.
Oh, here we go.
There was another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
said you just felt bad, and that's why you got the membership.
Yeah.
We felt like you had to support.
is
Stevie
that
G,
what it
you want to
was?
be on the podcast? We're ditching Steve.
No, but Alpha Flight was awesome, and I just kind of wanted to bring in, fitness as well as video games. So Derek and I got real tight playing a fighter, which he just alluded to earlier, which is Dragon Ball Fighter Z on Switch. So I thought, when we're talking about the gym and we're talking about muscle, let's go to Derek's inspiration himself. We are talking about the big man,
Yes.
Brawley.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's critique this
Derek.
I
physique.
need you to get me there.
Is this the Dragon Ball Z
Please,
character?
God. That's all
Dragon
I've ever
Ball Z?
wanted.
yeah. So do you want to tell him who Broly is?
Baby. I mean,
I know this is your thing, baby.
buckle up. Come with me on a journey, Steve.
All right. Let's see
Imagine
what you got.
the king has a son, right? And that son is born strong as fuck. And like he's gonna take over. He's like, I got a super baby. He's gonna just destroy planets with me. We're gonna take over everything. But then, out of left field, another child is born. Legendary strength, dwarfing all around him. The king grows paranoid that this guy is gonna grow up and just take over the throne, usurp them, everything. So he goes to have the baby killed. He can't kill the baby. It's too strong. So he has him shipped off, like way off into deep space to like an uninhabitable planet of like, all right, if he goes here, he's going to die, like of just not being able to survive because he's a kid. And he forces, his father ends up going with him. His father's a general in the army. And he's like, tries to defend him. So they get banished together and they have to go and survive. And the whole time, it's just this dude living in the wild. That's why he looks so feral. Like, because he just grows up in the wild, just fighting monsters on this crazy alien planet with his dad. And his strength does end up rising. And by the time he gets back in contact with civilization, he's unmanageable as a person. He's just so strong. They can't control him. So once he like snaps and goes off into like his rage, like that's it. Everyone's dead. Like he's going to go for it. He's the legendary Super Saiyan. He is top tier for that universe. Like
There's no limit to his power. Like
He
if
is the Incredible Hulk
it's like
of
the
Dragon
Hulk.
Ball Z.
if he's fighting
he's got the
someone,
colors.
he'll level up to that opponent's power.
Yeah, he'll just keep getting more and more pissed, and just he learns to fight as he goes.
So
And
no
his-
one's touching him in that universe.
Like only by like the fact that they have experience in fighting and like they're
Yeah.
all like trained and battle hardened and know how to fight. Where he's just been growing up in the
He's just a
wild.
berserker. Like, remember Thanos like fucked the Hulk up because he knew how to fight?
Yeah.
But the Hulk's probably maybe stronger.
Way stronger.
Yeah. So that's kind of like how
Okay.
Broly is.
Yeah, and Broly hates specifically for no reason. It's funny. The main character of Dragon Ball's Goku hates him. Just some stupid fucking story in the
Is he a
background.
villain?
They made it in the original one, so
Yeah.
there's two iterations
Right,
of
there's
Broly.
two Brolys. The other
Is
one,
he a villain?
So
No, but yeah.
let's
it depends on the version.
let's actually segue here. Let me have you guys, based on this version of Broly, critique the physique.
All right, dude. I'll.
It is real to say.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I will.
Take it away, Derek.
All
Yeah,
right.
we should have a Dragon Ball Z segment.
Perfect.
I agree.
10 out of
Let's
10
do it.
physique.
We can do
Look, look. His arms are massive, and you're like, wow, that's a little disproportionate. But then look at his chest, massive. But
Yeah.
he's definitely got trend shoulders. Like look at those cannonballs sitting.
I think
up
when
there.
he's doing like bench pressing, any kind of like flat pressing, he's using too much shoulder. He should be leading
yeah.
with his chest more because the front delts are
Yeah,
overdeveloped.
he's wide gripping all day.
Yeah, he does. He has great quads, calves, something that would make anyone jealous.
So here's his normal form, by the way.
Yeah, that's what we all aspire to be, right?
That's
Yeah.
perfect, dude. And then
But
here's
then-
That's the original.
That's
one.
the OG,
The OG, him?
Yeah.
dude. I would work out
Looks
in
too
college.
bloated for me.
And I would do so many
Yeah.
shrugs because I wanted those traps and
Yeah.
shoulders. At one point, I got stupid looking.
He has small traps.
I just got brolic, dude. I just wanted to have that width. Like,
So here's a side by side. So this is new Brawly, full legendary, and this is the old one.
Yeah. I think the
I like,
old one starts off more bulky, but the new one becomes like just gets bigger than he is, but I don't know.
So I prefer the new one personally,
Yeah.
both story and style.
Yeah.
But the old one, like when I was a kid, like it was cool seeing this just mass monster with zero thoughts behind his eyes, just throwing everyone into the wind.
You know
Like,
what pissed me off though is like in the movies, like the timelines never match up. I know we're not supposed to talk
Yeah.
about this, but now I'm just like, pumped.
No,
But
we can. Let's go.
Broly had a shock collar.
yeah.
So it was on his head, and if he got out of control or he got drunk in his power, his dad would hit a button and it would like tame him. So that's how he was like
Is
kept
that
under
what
control.
that is?
That was like they all were like
Yeah.
little that kind of
Yeah,
same
they have, like,
jewelry,
it's
but
like
it was
an
on
amulet.
it was on his head.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he broke it. So he's always like kind of subservient to his father. His father took care of him, so he's always like just kind of like a
He's like his lap dog almost. Like,
Yeah.
he just does whatever his dad does. Mm.
T. Reichert's in the chat. Hey, Steve.
Tough.
So, but I always got pissed off because I wanted to see like Gohan was a Super Saiyan. When he turned Super Saiyan, he was in the hyperbolic time chamber prepping for Cell. That Gohan ended up becoming Super Saiyan 2.
Right.
I was like, man, this never matches up with the right timelines. So I wanted to see like that Gohan go
Yeah.
up against Broly. I thought that would be fucking awesome. And even like Trunks, I thought Trunks was a little bit stronger too.
Yeah. I will say I really like in the new version though of seeing like how strong Broly is to the point where he's making them go through all their power ups, all that bullshit.
Dude, that was so cool.
And the fight scene is animated gorgeously.
And there's no
And he's canon now too. He's in the new stuff, training to try and contain himself and learn how to be an actual fighter. And I think we might end up seeing some like Gohan versus Broly, like the top two actual like
Who would win?
Saiyans.
Goku or him?
Goku or Broly?
Broly won. So technically Broly won. Broly beat Goku and Broly beat Vegeta. But when they combined into Gogeta, that's the thing that was able to defeat
They
Yeah.
combine,
This
like they become one.
Yeah.
Patara
They
earrings,
fuse.
babe.
And
No, it wasn't. It
Oh,
was
it
the
wasn't. You're
fusion
right.
dance.
yeah, Gogeta's the dance.
Yeah. You should watch that movie. It's actually pretty entertaining.
Really good fighting, good music.
Great visuals.
Yeah.
The movie Dragon Ball Z?
There's a movie about Broly that they like retcon his history.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, Louis G says Beast Gohan. Beast
Yeah.
Gohan would probably beat everyone.
Beast Gohan wins right now, but I like that it's like, all right, here's the legendary Super Saiyan, and then Gohan, who is like the highest potential of a Saiyan. Like who like
They all have the same
yeah,
haircut to me, just different color.
It's yeah.
Yeah,
well,
when they
that's
go
different
Super
forms.
Saiyan,
You
that's
go to
like
different levels
what happens.
of power.
yeah.
But that's Gogeta. Yeah, good physique, but ultimately, like, is full Broly
That's right,
He's
Luigi.
not,
That's
like,
right.
able to fight? Right? He's not like
There's no mobility.
yeah,
Right?
Well,
Yeah.
like
he
he's
fights like a brawler. Like
you think he's slow, but he's not. That's Beast Gohan, so that's probably the strongest dude in Dragon Ball right now. But I don't like him as a character because he's a lazy bitch. He has the highest potential, and he always just becomes like a dork, and he becomes like a family man, kind of like you. Like you used to be strong, and then you became a family man and became a weak bitch. That's what Gohan does, and then he gets strong again, but like you never did, so you're not fully Gohan. Derek?
But wait, the potential's there. I mean, you heard it, right?
yeah.
Like, the
No one's
potential.
doubting that you have potential, but you're a bitch, just like Gohan. Derek?
dude,
It's potential in your youth.
Gohan broke my heart for over a decade, dude. Just with the wasted potential and shit and the great Saiyaman horse shit.
Constantly given the
Dude.
baton to take over, and he fails every time.
Every time. He doesn't want it. He's never wanted it. And that's what makes him the best, because he doesn't want the violence. His dad, Goku, sociopath. He wants hands at all times. He started a multi-universal fucking war just to see who wanted to square up.
I watched it this weekend.
Isn't there
It's so good.
hundreds of episodes?
Gohan.
Yeah.
So it would
Oh,
take me
yeah.
forever to catch up to you guys.
Yeah. And it'll be
Not
great.
forever.
You have a great time.
They actually did a really good job in speed reading Dragon Ball Z with a show called Dragon Ball Kai,
Yeah.
which is like the faster version of getting through. It eliminates a lot of filler. It's actually a great way to watch the show, I got to admit. And then
can't
if you
watch
like it, go get the extra stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, this moment in the
I can hear
comics
the music
is
in my head right now. Do, 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 do.
All right,
I'm gonna power up right now.
Let's go. Let's just drop
What
a
do you
Dragon
want?
Ball Z episode.
Yeah, let's
in
do
there.
the Dragon
I got
Ball
the
minute.
module on my leg right here.
All right, so every week after Steve's Dungeons and Dragons quest, we're gonna start hitting some Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon.
Watch the
dragon.
Oh, I
Dragon
thought it was-
D's nuts.
All right, guys.
That's
so let's-
three. That's three.
Let's get into it. So
Sorry, everybody.
listen, let's just get into our what we're doing tonight, and that's from classics to powerhouses. We're counting down our top 3 gaming consoles. Which ones make the cut, and which one do you pick? So you guys know how we do it. We start with Derek. We go around like a fantasy football draft, picking one at a time. And listen, everyone has a lot of the same systems. We grew up relatively around the same time, so even if we have the same one, it doesn't matter. Just explain what it meant to you growing
Right.
up.
This is our individual list. This isn't the 3 best of all time for anything on the
No,
internet.
if the TikTok virgins get mad about what we're picking, go fuck
the
yourself.
Sega Master System is actually not the Sega Genesis.
27 bit
Shut up!
system.
Yeah, like it's our personal list for
Yeah,
each one of us.
go meet a
So,
girl.
Yeah, touch some grass, get better at everything
Slap
in your
some
life.
ass.
Slap some ass, touch some grass. I was still better than you at Smash Brothers anyway.
There you go. Derek, what do you
So,
got for number 1?
Anyway, all right. So I'm gonna start from my lowest ranking to my top ranking. My number 3 pick is I'm going to go with. This has all been very hard, by the way. I'm going to go with the Game Boy Color.
Whoa.
I'm going. I didn't really get a chance to play any handhelds like ever growing up, really. But I had the Game Boy Color, and I was on a bus that was like my bus stop was like in the middle of fucking nowhere, dude. So I was on the bus for over an hour on my way home from school every single day. So if I was in between seasons of sports and had to take that bus home, dude,
Just whip that bad boy
yeah.
out.
So Pokemon, Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening is on there. The Wario games like Tetris. I had so much fun with this thing.
That's great.
It really helped with some long rides, and my Pokemon team on yellow. Oh man, catch these
delicious.
hands. Catch these hands. I named my Pikachu Trunks my first run through because of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
And then a kid deleted my save because I let him see it on the bus. And
You
then
could save at that time? Game Boy Color?
Oh,
you
yeah.
can say you get one file on Pokemon Yellow. That's all you got. And I had everything, dude. Maxed out. I did all the shit. Undefeated. Kid deleted my profile to start his own. And I beat the shit out of him.
You beat a lot of kids up.
There's a
growing
theme
up.
here. I know. I had detention, but you understand this was 99.
Don't mess with Derek's Power Rangers,
Yeah.
White Ranger.
Don't touch my
sword.
stuff.
Don't touch his Game Boy Color.
God, yeah, that's mine. Game Boy Color.
All right, Steve, what do you got?
Damn, great pick there.
So I'm going to go with the Derek approach, go least.
Let's just all do that.
Yeah. So this one got me into video games as a kid. Kind of set the stage for me, and that was the original Nintendo, the NES, the NES.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember being young. I think my brothers got it for Christmas one year, and I remember playing Double Dragon, Contra, Mario with Duck Hunt, all those games. And
We're
that's
gonna
what
let that
kinda-
slide? Derek, you gonna let that slide?
Mario.
You gonna let that slide, Derek?
I live with a fucking Mario person. If you're watching, I love you, but it's Mario. It's Mario. It's a me, a Mario. Not it's a me, a Mario. You want to go to Wawa? Like, stop it. It's not okay. I love you, Steve.
Derek pinned in the parking lot.
Come on. It's a me.
No more gym for Derek. He's off
All
his,
right,
your
sorry.
office thing.
Sorry. Anyway.
So he actually did the Debauch and Rage. So that's what it looks like.
Back to your.
But yeah, no, this
Sorry.
one like set the stage for me. I was obsessed with, like I said, the Double Dragon. Contra was cool. Definitely Mario.
Thank you.
And
Thank
Duck
you.
Hunt. That's what kind of got me into the whole gaming.
Boot Steve, all host.
think
Come
that's
on, Louie.
All right.
Nice. Good pick, dude.
Yeah.
I love that
Just
system.
Great
remember
pick.
blowing into the cartridges, like, giving it an old
Oh, yeah.
slap in the back,
Oh,
Yeah.
Game Genie.
Dude.
Did you ever have that?
No.
Remember the golden cartridge for the first Zelda?
Zelda.
My older cousins had the NES when I go over. They'd let me play, and they had like fucking everything. I remember it was way too hard for me at the time, but those games were sick.
Yeah.
All right,
Speaking
Terry.
of sick games, Terry, what do you got?
All right, I'm gonna come to a more modern era, but also a long time ago now. My number 3 is the Nintendo Wii. Now, this might seem like an odd choice, but Nintendo Wii had the Virtual Console, and this was the first time you had access to a bunch of old games legally, played well on a console. The Wii was just so important because everyone had a Wii. You know, whether you were just in it, you know, your grandparents had a Wii. Your kid nephews had a Wii. You had a Wii because everyone had a Wii who was like a real gamer because Smash Bros is on it, right?
Wii.
Yeah, dude.
Wii.
I just played the crap out of that Smash Bros. The summer it came out.
Yeah.
Dude, that bowling game, just that one alone.
Well,
Wii Sports?
that's
Wii Sports
That
was
brought
great.
people together.
That's the big thing. This was the first time since I think video games started that normies were excited about video games because it's like, oh, I've never been able to do that kind of thing. I want to do that thing. And Wii Bowling, Wii Sports just changed the game. It brought fathers and sons closer together, brothers and sisters. It created a new way to date because you could just have someone come over and play Wii with you and later play something else. But everybody played the Wii and knew how to play the Wii. It was so fun.
Dude, I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, but like Chickies and Pete's, they started like gaming rooms.
Yeah,
and you could play the Wii in those rooms too.
Yeah, I love the Wii. That's a good pick, Terry.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It
Who's
also
up
has the worst Zelda game of all time.
are you saying Twilight Princess? Or are you
No.
saying...
No, that
Why
was
does that
GameCube
game get
slash
so
Wii.
much hate?
Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword is a fun game.
It's terrible.
It's not.
Controls not mapped well.
You read this on a blog and you're regurgitating it like it's your thoughts.
Absolutely, absolutely not. That game hurt me. It hurt me personally. I don't like it.
It hurt someone that you identified with on Instagram.
No, I
have
had
an original
it.
thought.
I had that game and I thought it was terrible.
It is not. Honestly, play the remake on Switch. It is better and more fun.
Nope.
All right.
I won't do it.
Yeah, it's
But I
because you're a
respect
blog.
your opinion.
Well, look,
IGN Derek over here.
That's pretty good.
That's right.
piggybacking off of Steve's pick, I'm also going to go to the original NES.
Nice.
This thing was like the first gaming console my family had. So like it was cool that we all went to like Toys R Us, picked out the games that we wanted. Back then you had no idea what a game was. You were just looking at you were flipping up the thing to look at the gameplay and then you take the paper slip and you take it to that didn't make any sense what I said, but I just walked through it. But I had my buddy, Joe Arison, shout out to Joey Arison. He had the power pad. So that was like, it was the controller on the floor. So basically it had the buttons, but if you were playing like and if you were playing like an
Track
Olympic
and
game or something like that,
dude.
you had to run on the pad as fast as you could, and then when you jumped, the character would jump.
Yeah,
like
dude.
this thing, we had some competitions with this one, man.
You ever try and play like games it wasn't supposed to be with on it?
No.
Oh, that was so hard. Yeah. We were playing like Double Dragon, like trying to like step and get everything to go.
So, yeah, man, I had a lot of fun with Nintendo. Also, it was the first system. Well, it was one of the first systems, but it was the first thing I noticed where they were bringing in a lot of like extra accessories that you would add to the console. So like this, for example, the glove, like they kept systems around back then a lot longer. And like, I'll never forget Mario 3 and Mario 3.
Thank you.
The cultural impact that it had with its marketing.
Game was
and
everything.
McDonald's like teamed up with them. And I just remember like, it was like a whole summer, a whole year. It was just Mario at McDonald's.
Dude,
it was awesome.
I see my wife in the chat. It reads Mario because that's how you say it, but she's saying Mario.
Yeah. Terry, if you don't mind, can we scroll up a little bit? We'll move real fast in the chat.
Let's do it.
Talk to some peeps.
See what you guys got picked out.
All right.
You're right, Mr. Milktoast. Which flavor of horror movie do you prefer for Halloween? Spooky a la the Blair Witch Project or scary a la Friday the 13th?
Oh, thanks for your question, Milk Toast. I like that.
Scary.
Viewer.
Scary, definitely scary.
Yeah, I would say scary.
Scary for sure.
I wouldn't classify Friday the 13th as scary, though. I think it's more jokey horror, like B-movie horror.
Oh, it's a
scary to
TNA
me is
movie
like the
for
fucking
sure.
Ring.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate the Blair Witch Project. I think I don't like found footage shit. Doesn't do it for me. Friday the 13th has its place, but I don't think it's really that scary. It's cool though. Like at the time, like it's a fun slasher.
I just thought Blair Witch Project was going to be so much more scarier. And then I was so hyped to get it. Had it on VHS, watched it, and was like, what the fuck?
Dude, I liked it, and I'd watch the sequel.
But like,
Which one? Which sequel?
The Blair Witch 2.
The one that's clearly like a knockoff where there's like an orgy in the woods, or the
No,
remake?
the one where they all go to a house.
Yeah,
And
aren't
it's
they
not
like,
a found footage one. It's an actual movie.
yeah.
I don't remember what it. I remember I saw
tell
it.
you
in
a really
theaters.
good one real quick. Oh fuck, no, I won't. I can't remember the name.
All right.
Never mind.
All right, Louis G. What's up, Louis? We're
Ritual.
PSP, Big Game Hunter, and 3DS.
Big Game Hunter is your gaming console, Luigi.
Like Big Buck Hunter?
Yeah, I mean those things do kick ass.
PC does count, absolutely. I can't
Okay.
expose any more innocence to Steve.
Fucking PC Master Race in the chat. All right.
That's what I was recommending. Milquetoast, Giants, Titans, Vikings, been fantasy and fantasy football. Honorable mentions, PS2, N64. What else do we got? Steve is a D&D for layman. I dig it. Shannon, what's up, Shannon? Sega, Nintendo Original, and Nintendo Switch. These are good.
Talking about Nintendo original, like the NES or like Super?
I would assume.
I would
NES,
assume
yeah.
it's SE.
We always called it the regular Nintendo growing up. Did you guys
we
call
did
it
too.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Regular Nintendo. That's so funny.
I just called it straight Nintendo.
All right, Terry,
Yeah.
if you don't mind, we'll keep scrolling on down.
Straight Nintendo, as opposed to.
Hey.
Into the kind she goes practice in the mirror. One of those days you do. Yeah, one of those days you guys should do try a live D&D session for giggles. I'm 1,000% down.
Let's do it.
What else do we got? The community is peak at alpha. Thanks, Luigi.
Sure is.
What's up, Paul? Just got here. We're talking DBZ. You're damn right we were.
Yeah, throw it back in the chat whenever you want, dude. I'm down.
Yeah, everyone put Dragon Ball Z stuff in the chat, so we got to talk about it. Hey, T. Reichert's back in the chat. What's up, Joey?
Fuck you, T. Reichert. Oh, Stevie G. He said I did good.
Oh, all right. What's up, Diddler? All right, so we'll go back to round 2.
All right.
Derek, who do you got?
Man, it's so hard. There's so many, but I know you guys are gonna say things that I would also want to talk about anyway. For pick number 2, I'm going to go with the PlayStation 2. My God, when that came out, that was like a cultural like phenomenon. Like people were waiting forever. They were selling out. I remember my family, especially in my dad's house, not video game people, like touching grass. You get outside, you work, you play sports. That's it. The TV's not on. Like, but even in that house, like they're like, should we get a PS2? Like, my God, because they had the DVD player.
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray
Yeah.
was a huge deal. Just
2
came
for
out.
1. 2 for.
Yeah. But some of my
Wait,
favorite
the
games.
PS2 played Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I thought it just played DVD. And
No, I thought it was just DVDs too.
Nah, I did Blu-ray also, which was like a huge selling point because families were buying them as Blu-ray players.
Stat check.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Milk Toast started with the Atari 2600. Interesting.
I know the PS3 was definitely Blu-ray.
Yes, it says it right at the top.
Where?
Right in the first paragraph. Right where your cursor
If you're a
is.
gaming lover, then you may be puzzled. It does?
Yes.
Man, I didn't even know
That was the big reason
Yeah.
why they stopped doing the
Oh,
multi
you know what?
discs
It's-
for
that was
fantasy games like Final Fantasy because it was Blu-ray discs instead of the other shit. So that's why they're able to do that.
Mhm.
And yeah, some of my favorite games ever were on PS2. I love the PS1, but for this, dude, Final Fantasy X, all time fucking great. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2,
Oh, yeah.
amazing. Need for Speed Underground.
This was my first
Oh,
console
man.
that I was exposed to Madden.
Yeah, dude, I was about to say Madden
Yeah.
2002 on this.
Dude, they had TO's game on here.
Yeah, like
That game was good.
NFL Street was fun as hell.
Yeah.
They even had a good James Bond game. Not a lot of people played it in comparison to GoldenEye, but they had one called Nightfire. That was super sick. Yeah, I could talk all day about the PS2, man. The startup screen, the sound was awesome.
The PS1 had shitty wrestling games, and then the PS2 kind of course corrected.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but it had some. My all-time favorite RPG games are on the PlayStation 2.
That's awesome. That's probably like all together, probably the best system, I would say. But Steve, what do you think? What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with Derek here. This was my number 2.
Right
when this thing dropped, it was everything, right?
Yeah.
For me, it was like the GTA's, like the Grand Theft Autos, Vice City on this was amazing.
Hell yeah, man. I think I still have the codes like written down in a notebook somewhere.
Vice City for me.
Good call on Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, dude, can't leave that out.
Even Gran Turismo. I remember playing Gran Turismo on the original PlayStation, thinking that was awesome. And then when PS2 came out, it was like, oh my God, look at these graphics. What else was getting me going? I remember SOCOM Navy SEALs. That was like my
That game
first
was
time.
awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Hell
SOCOM was
Louis
The
started-
Tom Clancy games on
Yeah.
PS2 were sick.
Louis G in the chat is saying he remembers scavenging for a memory card just to play Matrix Path of Neo.
Yeah.
Dude,
That
the
game-
bullet time in that
Yeah.
game. Oh,
Dude, the fight scenes where you're just fighting like unlimited.
It felt good to play.
Yeah.
Like, it was so addicting.
I mean, this really just opened up the world for like this one. I feel like video games are at its peak here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything they dropped in any type of genre was heat.
Was this the
Oh,
first
you're into
system that
cars?
God of War was on?
Yeah.
No, that's Xbox only. But like, it's
no,
like,
no.
Played it.
No, Gears of War is Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
God of War is the PlayStation.
But
one.
like, dude,
and yeah, hell yeah, God of War.
That
yeah.
game was beautiful.
That game is sick.
But yeah, it's like the PS2 just had everything. You know, like I was saying.
That would be my cosplay.
Oh, dude, you should
That'd be
do
a
it.
great cosplay, John. You got to
dude.
do that.
Thanks, Terry.
Yeah, actually, what are you doing?
Dude,
Surprised we're not doing it right now.
we get 1,000 subscribers. I'll cosplay for the entire year as Kratos on every episode.
Done.
Deal. We'll make it happen.
Find
We will
1,000
make it
people.
I will
happen.
fucking do that.
Please. Dude, even a Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi on these.
I forgot about that.
Man.
That was like a
My
free
buddies and I-
world, like when you were going from place
you
to place.
you can fly around, choose your own missions, and then you can also make your own character and like build up your own stuff. My friends and I would sit and just go to town fighting each other on that.
Yeah, good pick, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it just every genre. If you liked cars, they had the game.
Dude,
If
the
you liked
show.
sports, you had the game. If you were into
Guitar
Final
Hero?
Fantasy, they had the game. If
Like,
you were
My
into
God.
and even Madden, right? Like 02 was nice, but 04 was better. Like
Yeah.
04 Madden was peak Madden.
Is that what Vic and he was just a
Yeah.
cheat
Yeah,
code?
and the
It's just a cheat
PS2
code.
was around for a while.
Yeah.
Like that stuck around, man.
Yeah.
Good
I
pick.
think it was like what, 4 to 6 years before that PS3 dropped. Like
Yeah,
that
man.
PS2 ran its course, bro, and like didn't miss.
160 million units. Unreal.
But yeah,
Best selling console.
and then to Luigi's point, just getting the memory card. You know how many memory cards you had to buy because you had so many games.
I still
saved.
have them. I have a game collection with all the discs. Like, remember the binders?
Oh yeah.
I still have one.
Was
man.
that the first console that had a connection to the internet?
So SOCOM
No,
introduced
But
that.
it was like one of the more. It popularized it more.
Yeah.
It was the only one that I think it's the only one that had games that connected to the internet was
I
the
think
issue.
SOCOM was one of the
Dreamcast. 'Cause
first.
Because the GameCube could go online, but there was
The
nothing to
64
play
could
online.
also go online, but not well. If you had the N64 DD. There's also a Super Nintendo thing. You could do Mario Paint online too.
Mario Paint.
But yeah, it was like the first one that was actually. Like,
But yeah, I mean, PS2 opened.
sorry, my
like,
chism popped out.
it was just amazing. Like you can't. Yeah.
All right. Terry, what do you got?
Terror Bear.
Well,
PS2.
I might have to change mine.
Was it PS2?
No, it definitely was not. I'm going with the SNES. So the
As
Super
two.
Nintendo Entertainment System is my number 2 because that's where all of a sudden games and design around games started becoming way more than just a game. Like when you saw the upgrade of Mega Man specifically to Mega Man X, you were just like, holy shit, I am in the future and I have to be way better, way stronger, way faster in order to deal with this upgraded machine. Like the jump from 8-bit to 16-bit was just unbelievable. And the addition of the extra buttons on the control pad also kind of changed the game for me. Not to mention, I still say I think the Super Nintendo has the best games ever made, full stop. I think if you put that library up against other libraries, it did it better and it did it earlier. Like we're talking, okay, so the big one is Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation, right? Chrono Trigger's better. and that's on the Super Nintendo and came out 2 years previously. You know, you want to talk about RPGs in general. Super Mario RPG is my favorite game, and it is on the Super Nintendo. That's where it showed up. Street Fighter 2 Turbo showed up there. Mortal Kombat 2 showed up there.
No blood on that system, though, right?
Oh, yes, there was.
I thought that Nintendo, Super Nintendo didn't have blood, and Sega did.
Sega had no blood. Sega changed the color of the blood.
No, I think you got it backwards.
No, Super Nintendo was.
I had Mortal Kombat 3 for Super Nintendo, and I promise you there was blood.
There was blood in 3.
On 3, but not 1.
Sega definitely had blood because that was
Sega
like,
had blood.
Maybe
Super
it was
Nintendo
2
didn't.
then that didn't.
Or you at least had to unlock it.
But also think about that. Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, all on the SNES. Super Mario World and Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island on the SNES. The fucking Kirby Superstar showed up out of nowhere and blew my goddamn dick off with its co-op play.
Dude, we beat the crap out of that on an 8-bit beef.
Yes.
The Meta Knight levels are so fun.
But yes, the Super Nintendo was just, there has never been an upgrade like that, and probably never will be again. It was just such a leap forward while retaining the essence that was the NES. You didn't have to learn a whole new play style. It just took everything you loved and enhanced it and made it better. Thank you, Paul Rudd.
Yes. Good.
Wow, how do you follow
Nice.
that?
Nice, Terry.
I like games.
All right, well, fuck me. I'm going to say the Sega Genesis is my second round pick. Sega Genesis has the first character that was a knockoff Mario in Sonic the Hedgehog that actually stuck. Sonic was awesome. I would say that Streets of Rage was on that system. That is a better version of Dungeons and Dragons.
What?
Dude, Streets of Rage is 100%.
Brawler.
Do you mean Double Dragon?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm used to Steve. Sorry. But yeah, the Desert Strike with the helicopter, you're overhead flying around the helicopter, dropping stuff. Also, it was, correct me if I'm wrong, because I am sometimes, but it had Sega CD attached to it, right? So they were already trying to do.
It had a lot of attachments.
When PlayStation 1 came out, I think that was like its first answer. They probably wanted to keep the system around. I don't really know, but there was a lot to keep the system going. And my cousin had the one where it was like a joystick. Such a cheat. Such a cheat.
Nice. Dude, yeah, the controllers were fun. I had one of these as well. The controllers were really cool. If you wanted to do like arcade fighters, the way they had like them mapped out, some of them had like 6 buttons.
Yeah.
Or more. Like those were cool.
Yeah, dude. The Mortal Kombat was originally on this. Even like the Aladdin game.
Dude,
Aladdin. Fun, dude.
I'll tell you what, I had Lion King for this son of a bitch.
It was probably a blast.
It was so hard. It was infuriating.
It was probably a blast.
Which game?
No, Lion King. It's notoriously difficult. They programmed it kind of shittily. So like it's even harder than it needs to be. Oh my God. I'm about to have a PTSD flashback.
John, I will say that the only non-Nintendo system I bought
don't get me going. Don't you dare get me going right now.
The only non-Nintendo system I bought was the Sega Genesis, and it transcended. It's the only thing that really transcended the medium. It also had, like you said, a mascot platformer that is still with us.
Dude, we used to stay
Crash Bandicoot doesn't count.
Dude, Sonic 2.
Doesn't.
Oh, that game. Sonic 2 was the shit.
I think it was Sonic 3 when it came out, man. That was like when the world was its best.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
And Knuckles with the attachment. Remember they had the second cartridge you could put up with Knuckles?
Right on top of it.
And that was so cool because he could like float, kind of like fly.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. This game was awesome, man. Shout out Jeopardy was fun on this console. I loved that game.
Just the boxes were cool. Like
Alex
opening
Trebek.
it up.
Dude, I miss
That was peak, man.
I miss when there was like games came in boxes, like the box art, and you would open it up and there would be like an instruction manual of how to play the game instead of an hour-long tutorial like in a fucking Call of Duty game where it's like, this character's name is literally programmed as follow.
Yeah.
And you have to go like, we know how to move. Shut up. Just like, give me a little manual. Let me learn some fun facts. Maybe have a map in there or some cool art or something. Like, I love that stuff. Bring it back.
All right, so Terry, can we just do a little bit of chat cleaning up?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll scroll through.
All right. Here we go.
Holy shit.
All right.
Had to start with Atari 2600. Girls, why would I need them? Good
Why would you
question.
need them if you have video games?
T-Record Steve's definitely in when balls are involved. Game Boy Color really extended the life of that system. We all agreed on that. What else we got? Wii Sports Boxing actually made me feel like Mike Tyson. That's a good point, man. That sports boxing was a fun game.
Dude,
So you got to that
we
one
Punch
dude.
Out. Forget about it. That's the last time we've seen Punch Out.
T-Record Steve is looking as red as his hat. Angela, thank you.
We'll
Yep,
talk about that at home.
NACS, it was the console that revitalized the video game industry after the big crash. Before
Yes.
the NES became a hit, people openly wondered if video games were a fad.
Right. It was
that
supposed
had
to crash,
passed.
and it still hasn't.
Boot John 2, we're all out.
I'm gonna play the
What do we got?
Dreamcast. I'm the only
Ooh.
homeschool kid here.
Dreamcast, I had some exposure to.
I have a crazy
my honorable
story
mention.
about the Dreamcast, if I may.
Yeah.
So when Sega came out with the Dreamcast, like that was like the next gen thing. Like that was supposed to be the huge deal, kind of like almost like a PS2 killer. Like this thing was gonna be.
That was Sega's
it.
like all in.
It had the new Sonic game that was supposed to be badass, and like it could play like music, it could do all that
It
shit.
had a game that was like Bash Brothers, but they weren't any known
It's called
characters.
Power Stone.
yeah, Power Stone was fun.
I got addicted
Musha.
to that.
A lot. Anyway, I digress. I say all this. So I was friends with this kid who was like a real life Eric Cartman from South Park. Looked like him, acted like him, spoiled son of a bitch. Like if you're watching this, sorry brother, but you were the worst. Well, we'd hang out with him because he had everything. His parents-
Yeah.
like he had everything, dude. So his one birthday, right? Sega Dreamcast. Like he's gonna have a sleepover that night after his birthday party at the YMCA. And like he's like, I'm gonna get the Dreamcast. Like you can come over. Like we're gonna play the new games. I'm like, all right, sick. I'm gonna sleep over. My parents drop me off at the birthday party.
Yeah.
Kid goes through everything. There's no Sega Dreamcast.
Oh, you're leaving.
There's no Sega Dreamcast. Oh no. This kid realizes there's no Dreamcast. We're probably like 9 years old, almost 10. Throws the biggest tantrum you'd ever seen. Flips tables. Just throwing shit, crying at his parents. Mind you, this kid's like 4 foot tall, 4 foot wide, and just screaming like a red ball of hate. And he's like ripping shit apart. Everyone has to leave. There's no cell phones in 1999.
Yeah.
I can't call my parents and be like, hey, can you help me out?
Yeah.
Like, I'm stuck with this kid. And I'm hoping to God that like his parents,
And
like,
your
you know
night's
what? He
just
can't stay
begun.
over.
I like
Yeah.
that Derek can't
Drop you
call
off.
home. His parents are
I
abandoning
can't.
him.
I'm stuck. It's the 90s. What am I supposed to do? So I get stuck. And turns out, whole time, his parents had it. It was in his dad's truck as like a surprise last gift. But before his dad could get back in the room with it, he had thrown that tantrum.
Oh no.
And it was the worst. And I had to stay at his house that night. And I was stuck there. And we played Sonic Adventure, and that game was sick. But but oh my God, I just never forget being like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Anyway, sorry. I just had to share that trauma. That was hilarious. But
Dude, that was probably the most uncomfortable you've ever felt.
I think that's where my anxiety started. Like, honestly.
Thanks, Dreamcast.
Yeah, thanks, Sega. Anyway, let's move along the chat.
NFL Street was awesome.
So good.
Yeah, the Shannon Mario 3, absolutely. SmackDown versus Raw, that was a great game, dude. It is God of War to the Grand Theft. Yeah.
Yep.
PlayStation 1 is the console that ushered in fullness of 3D gaming and CDs instead of cards.
I have things to say about that, but I'll save it.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Kirby. Oh, I didn't hate on Sonic. I just said that he's a knockoff Mario in the fact that he's the franchise player, the character
Right,
you know
so-
for the console. Great breakdown. How to one up owns video. Derek, can you read?
Yeah, how to one up owns.
Wow.
How to one up one's own video game system.
Welcome to Nobody Can Read.
The NES had a handgun like Zapper. The Super NES, it had a bazooka.
Yeah. Hey, there was a
Dude,
TV
right.
show about a kid had a zapper and
Oh.
a power glove.
You talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
Captain N, the Game
Captain
Master,
N.
bro?
Yeah.
That's right.
And then do you
That
guys remember that
power
other
glove,
game where
yeah.
like
Now
the
you're
kids
playing
had to
with
run?
power.
Do you guys remember the kids that had to run through like a maze and it had all or just NES games, and they had to pick them and then put them on their Velcro suits?
Yeah. dude. Remember,
Wait,
there's a whole
what? I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you
Yeah,
talking
there
about
was
Nick Arcade?
like a game show, and it was like Nintendo.
Was it Nick Arcade?
Probably they had at the very end. They the kids that won had to
Go in the game.
They went in through the game, but they also there was one part where they ran through the maze, and the maze had all these like Velcro. They wore Velcro costume, and the kids would put the games on them, and then when they ran through all the way, whatever stayed on their body is what they kept.
dude. I got to go to Nick Arcade when I was a kid.
What?
Yeah, it was badass. We went down to Florida in like '96. And I loved all this crap. And I remember my dad hated it because, like I said, he not a video game family. And I was obsessed with video games. Like I knew from the start I was a nerd. So he hated it. But they took me there, and I got to sit in the audience, and it was great. And they pulled me aside to like play a game, and I freaked out, started crying because no one told me ahead of time. And some stranger just grabbed me. Like it wasn't like, hey kid, you're gonna come play. It was like, all right. I was like, oh my god, like help me. Yeah. So that was embarrassing. But yeah, dude, Nick Arcade. Pretty sure I threw up.
That bazooka was also called the Super Scope 6.
Yeah.
Hey Terry, look up video power.
Okay. Come on, gang. Let's all watch as Terry Googles.
Yeah. Can he type?
Like a boss.
So I think this was the game that I was talking about.
What the heck is happening here?
That kid is protesting for
They
his
would
life.
answer questions, and then whatever team won, they ran through for time, and all the games that stuck onto their Velcro suit, they got to keep.
Dude, look at this host.
Yeah.
This was like Terry in a sports jacket.
Yeah.
The host name was Johnny Arcade.
Whoa.
Very
Radical.
90s. Whoa.
I had
who's
never heard of
nice.
this.
Where were we at?
I think
Derek,
me for my
number
number one
one.
pick.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is tough because Terry said all the good stuff, but I'm going to go with the Super Nintendo. I have to agree
Attaboy.
with pretty much everything Terry just said. Terry and I are kin when it comes to this crap. Him and I, we had 8-bit beef. We used to play just retro games together when we started streaming.
You guys still have that YouTube channel?
Still do.
Terry still plays a little bit on it. I haven't been on
Follow
it forever.
8-Bit
but
Beef.
check it out. But oh my god, the memories from this. I had Super Mario All Stars. So it was the All Star pack that had Mario 1, Lost Worlds 3, and Mario 2.
Was it the World one? You had the World upgrade?
No, this one didn't have World. This was just All Stars. This came with the game, right? Like this came with the console right at launch. It didn't have Super Mario World. But I would play Super Mario 3 all the time. It's to the point now where it's not fun to play it with me because I don't even have to look at the screen, dude.
But I remember when this sucker came out.
Yeah,
it was
that
the
was
combo.
cool.
How did they put this all on one cartridge? The entire Super Mario World
Science.
game and all of Super Mario All Stars on one friggin' cartridge.
Because
Dude, here's a question. What were they thinking with Mario 2?
so I'm glad you asked, John.
Here we go.
So
Strap in, boys.
well, John.
Yeah, please educate.
So in Japan, they worried that Western gamers weren't going to be able to handle a more difficult Mario game. So Super Mario Brothers, The Lost Levels, which eventually debuted on the Super Mario All-Stars pack, was the original Super Mario 2, but we didn't get that because they thought it'd be too hard and we wouldn't like it and sales would decline and it would just kill it for them. So instead, we got a repackaged game. Terry, remember the name of that game?
That game is called Doki Doki Panic.
That's right. They reskinned it and put Mario characters on it. And that's why it's so weird. And you know what? It has a cult following. People really like it.
it's totally different.
But way
from the
different.
first game.
Like I would play that one the least out of that when I had that game in because it was too weird and different. Like, and
Interesting.
but you know, we got Birdo out of it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so if you see it here, Mario, they palette swapped with this character.
Right.
And apparently, like these were a bunch of celebrities in like, I think either Japan or India. Like they were part of like the Philips family of electronics. And
Yeah.
but Nintendo was like, I'm just gonna take your game and put our guys in it.
Right.
And that's how you got like Shy Guy and Birdo and everybody else.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna nerd out a little bit also. Super Mario RPG, my favorite game of all time, possibly taught me to read like way ahead of my like grade level because I would just sit there and play it nonstop. Chrono Trigger, amazing. Final Fantasy VI, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, dude. Or my mom would take me to her friend's house to watch me back when she was single momming it, and they had a Super Nintendo, and they would let me play it, and they had a Link to the Past, and dude, I just remember like I'd played the first Zelda on my cousin's regular Nintendo, and then I saw this, and the intro with the music and the sword dropping in was so epic. It was so fun. And that first mission where it's like a thunderstorm, and you have to go infiltrate the castle to save the princess. Like when I was like 5.
And your uncle just dies.
Yeah, your uncle just died, dude. You have to go see fucking Sarashala. Like you gotta like do all this stuff. It's so fun, man. Like I will still just turn this game on as a comfort food play sometimes and just go through and enjoy it. It's so well done. But Terry made a lot of the good points about the Super Nintendo, so
Yeah.
I'll shut up, but I could spew.
Dude, I'll tell you what, we
so
all
much.
just got educated by
Yeah.
Derek on that
Yeah.
shit. Only on the Muscle Geeks. Steve, what do you got? You better teach us something.
Oh man. So my honorable mention was the Dreamcast. I thought when that first came out, the sport games, I was really big into the sport games then. I mean, I remember like NFL 2K, 2K1, NBA 2K. I thought the graphics on the Dreamcast at the time were the best out of the systems that were available. The gameplay was great. But that's when I like pretty much locked in on sports. Like with the Dreamcast, I didn't really venture out of like other games.
Sure.
So that's definitely up there. I had some good memories with that. The controller layout was trash. That big bulky fucking thing.
It took a minute to get used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
But
once you did, it was easy.
yeah.
But
And
you're
then-
right.
So, but my number one, remember this childhood, has to be the N64.
Hey.
Great pick.
N64, I mean, first thing that comes to mind is that 007.
Yeah.
That game, that was like,
As the
yeah, you talk
Party
about
game.
multiplayer, like that online. There was no online, but you and your boys, you go 4 box, you go quad box,
yeah, dude.
and someone's a screen peeker, right?
No
Always had the
screen peeking,
yeah,
man.
but you always were.
Yeah.
They were like set up the blanket.
Whoever ran
to,
for the
like,
golden gun was always a turd.
Yeah,
Like,
no
why-
odd job. No odd job.
No.
I don't-
yeah. Or
I used to set
dude,
mines up.
or like coming up with like
everywhere.
rules for that game, like landmines only.
Yeah, rockets only.
Yeah,
Like,
rockets
oh my
only.
God.
And you type in the codes to do like big head mode, paintball mode, whatever it may be.
Dude, the multiplayer was better than the actual game.
yeah,
Oh,
the
man.
game was
Before
great.
Well,
Halo,
funner.
there was GoldenEye, dude.
You talking about like having a sleepover with the boys at a young
Dude,
age?
I think this was the system that started the multiplayer
Yeah,
love.
And
absolutely.
It was fun to try and 100% this game too, because you get
Yeah.
all the cool cheats and new levels and stuff. It was so fun to
mean,
unlock everything.
But
Oh,
also
yeah.
remember, there was not 4-player multiplayer until this.
Yeah.
This started it.
And I
Yeah.
just remember. I mean, I think we've mentioned it before on earlier episodes. I mean, the soundtrack is goated. Nothing
Dude,
hits.
that pause screen.
Dude, nothing hits like that pause screen.
Was Tony Hawk on this? the
No,
first
Tony
one?
Hawk was PlayStation original, which is
But there was a
No,
time
there
where
was
no,
a Tony
no.
Hawk 64. It was a
oh
blue
yeah, there was
cartridge.
on. Yeah. They did have it for 64.
but the PS1 did it.
The PS1,
Perfectly.
I think, was the OG.
Yeah.
But not only did they hit you with GoldenEye, right? But then the Super Smash Bros, even
yeah.
Mario Kart.
I'm not going to help you because I have something to say about it.
Sure.
But yeah.
What else was a fan
NFL
of?
Street.
Wasn't a fan.
You mean Blitz?
NFL Blitz?
Yeah.
Blitz.
Yeah.
I had
Thank you,
that.
Tyree.
I
Thank
still,
That game was awesome.
Yeah.
it was cool, but I feel like after 20, 30 minutes, I was like, all right, I want to play something else.
Yeah.
But Mario Party
Dude.
used to fuck some shit up.
Make your hands go raw doing the joystick shit,
Yeah.
trying to.
You went through so many controls. That joystick was broken after 2 games or after 2 days of playing Mario Party.
No, well then you know what,
Friendships
dude?
were destroyed.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude. No,
yeah.
fuck you. You're
Let me
probably the
finish.
kid that will come over to people's houses, break their shit, and leave, dude. I hated kids like you growing up.
Nah, I would
Breaking
match
everything.
their energy. I was
Here,
polite.
have the Mad Cat
So if
controller.
my
Yeah,
guy-
dude, you never had a controller break.
so if the owner, right, was doing that because you had to do it if you wanted a chance to win, I would be like, yo, this is how we're doing it. I would respect your things, right? We're playing with your stuff. But also, I was superstitious. So if my boy had an N64, I'm bringing my controller.
Oh yeah,
I'm bringing my controller.
I remember
Okay.
doing that stuff.
Right,
did
it's
that.
broken in.
Also, it
it's
had the memory
ready.
card attached to the controller.
buddy.
And the
not
rumble
only
pack.
the rumble pack.
Yeah.
Not one game did that. The PlayStation DualShock, PS2, I think.
PS2 did the DualShock. You're right.
but
Yeah.
they didn't invent it.
It was built in. But yeah, the N64, you had to pack that bad boy in there.
Did they have a rumble pack that was also a memory card? Or because I
think
had
so.
to take
Or
one
they
out
had the
before?
attachment where you could at least
put it back in.
put the memory card in it. But I did want to touch on this before I go with it. You mentioned the PlayStation had the best wrestling video games, and I beg to differ.
I didn't say that.
I thought you said PlayStation did such a good job. SmackDown versus Raw.
Very
all
good
that.
job.
Just because they did a good no. They course corrected on PS2, I think.
PS2 did an
But
awesome job. but
PS1, it had like the WCW Nitro, and that was where instead of
that's what you
holding the
meant.
button down,
Okay.
you were doing
Remember that game.
combinations to do a move, and it was so bad.
So for me, like WrestleMania 2000,
dude, that game was sick.
No Mercy,
Yeah.
SmackDown 2000.
from the story mode,
the
to
gameplay,
everything, the gameplay.
dude, that started with WCW
Versus NWO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Sting dropped down from the ceiling.
Yeah. That was when it got like realistic to me. Where
Yeah.
like people like their intros were real. You could like with Stone Cold, you could,
Dude, you could do the taunts and
yeah,
stuff in
you
the
could
ring.
do all the taunts where you're flicking them off. It was like that opened up that whole like, oh shit. But I always thought that, N64 had the better wrestling games. I mean, I would get the SmackDown versus Raw, it just didn't hit as good as
Well, you're probably growing up a little bit too.
yeah, but still, I was still into it at that point, and it was just like I felt like the gameplay was so much better on the N64.
Oh yeah.
What else? I mean, Zelda, dude.
Ocarina
Zelda
of Time.
was.
Yeah.
I remember having to buy like the book for it to like, I'm watching the book and I'm spending hours trying to beat Zelda.
And Mario had like,
Mario World?
dude, the first one.
Super
that
Mario
Was,
64.
Super Mario
I
64.
remember when people were talking about that so
I
much.
don't
It was
like
like
it.
on all the Game Informers.
Yeah. Game Informer. How
Dude.
about it?
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
I had
you
that
brought
subscription.
up-
I was dropping
You-
deuces reading that thing
brought
back
up
and
like
back
a
and front.
Should have made
over
64
the
my number
weekend at
one.
the
No,
gym.
it's so good.
how we would go to places called Funkoland
Mm-hmm.
that no longer exist, right? Like, how about it? Now it's like a GameStop now, right? GameStop. bought
They're
it over.
failing too,
Yeah.
man. Everything now you just buy off the internet.
Yeah.
But
I miss it, dude.
dude, I was such a. I'll just go with mine right now if you're cool with it.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
and like, do you have anything else you want to say? before
No,
we do
but
it?
I mean, I know there's a handful of games I'm missing, but like 1080, the snowboarding game, that was badass.
That was fun.
There's
Snowboard
so-
Kids was really fun too.
Yeah,
I
like there were
remember that
so
one.
many. So to me, that N64 just like
yeah.
that's like that's childhood
Dude,
video gaming.
First of all, the only
Such
thing
a good era, right? Between the PS2, the N60. I mean,
we were eating like kings,
Dude.
dude. We were living phenomenal lives.
your sleepovers were like if you had
Dude,
the
you-
right friends, which I'm
Dude.
sure we all did.
Yeah, dude.
Yo,
Those were the prime
You're watching
sleepover
TGIF,
years.
and after TGIF, you're locking into the 64. Life is great.
Get
you
some
don't have school
Domino's
tomorrow?
pizza, get
Yeah.
cheerleader with the boys.
Oh, you got a snow day coming? Let's
Oh,
go.
dude, if it's
Oh,
snowing,
forget it.
Oh yeah.
You talk about like a planned snow day where you know you're gonna have off
Yeah,
the next day. And
blizzard's
it's like
coming.
A
They
Tuesday.
already called off.
yeah, you're locked in. You're wearing your
Legendary.
PJs all day.
Yep.
But just to piggyback off you real quick, dude, the 64 like was my early teens, I think, if I'm thinking right. But fuck, I'm old. But I used to be such a nerd, and that was when wrestling was at its peak. And we used to play the WWE No Mercy.
No mercy.
And we had you could do your own character.
Yeah,
you
you
can
could
make
create
your own
your own,
character,
yep.
build a skill set. We had our own titles. So like we had our own champion, we had our own United States champion, our own tag team champions, and like 5 or 6 kids would sleep over my buddy's house that had it. And we would all just go after it. And we would like such nerds.
Yeah.
But this is a
Losers
nerd
up
podcast.
net, like,
But we would
loser
talk
gets
so
off.
much
Yeah.
shit to each other, like leading up to it, like even at school. And then we would be like, yeah, fuck, like we're going to Joey's house. And we would go to the kid's house just to like fight. That game was so much fun. GoldenEye was so much fun. The 64 is just, it was my favorite console because of like just
So
growing
good.
up, dude. It was just I like playing multiplayer stuff. Like you remember Steve and I during the pandemic, we got him into World War Z, the zombie horde game.
Yeah.
Dude, so much fun. That like got us through the pandemic and stuff. But anyway, Terry, what do you got, my friend?
So I'm a tricky one because I think the answer is the NES, and I say that because I had the most fun, most eye-opening experiences with the NES, which came out when I think it predates me by 2 years. But playing that at my cousin Kevin's house is just like my ultimate video game thought. And when we got one, it was just the most incredible feeling. The Marios hit me. I fell absolutely head over heels in love with everything. But I came into my own as a gamer on the SNES. But to me, the answer is the NES. But we've kind of talked about that a lot. But the N64 changed gaming similar to the way Nintendo did. Remember, you didn't have a Sega. You had a Nintendo. You didn't have a PlayStation. You had a Nintendo. All adults just called it Nintendo. If you had an Atari, it was a Nintendo. They were all Nintendo. So Marketplace was amazing for Nintendo at the time. So it really did start this whole thing. The Atari did not. Everybody had a Nintendo. Not everybody had an Atari. But N64 brought us from 2D to 3D. The leap from Nintendo to Super Nintendo was amazing. But then it went a whole third degree and invented 3D gaming. Like a company that teaches you to run to the right, developed a system in full 3D where you could walk around. And Super Mario 64 blew the fucking doors off
that was a big
all
deal.
gaming.
That was a big deal.
There was not 3D gaming before that. You could not move in a circle before that. So when I saw that, my brain melted and exploded. So I think I'm going to go with Steve and call N64. But I'm also going to play devil's advocate here.
Hold on, Terry. Before you go to your point, though, didn't Super Mario 64 also give you that first game where it was like a free world too? That feel where it was kind of like
open world.
Open world. You can kind of do whatever the heck you want.
Yeah.
N64 did a beautiful job with those.
Oh, yeah, the swan flip.
Just
listen,
that backwards. Yeah.
Nintendo 64 wasn't perfect though because it had Superman 64.
fly through the rings.
And that game was impossible.
Yeah, that was probably the worst Superman ever.
Yeah,
Of course
I
you
played the
did.
shit out of it.
Yo, listen, if it bombs in the theaters and it bombs in the fucking, pretty much put Funko out of business, John played it. All right?
Oh, all right. Thank you. Terry, I'm sorry that we cut you off, please.
No, not at all. I mean, just the N64 just revolutionized. There it is. Nintendo introduced gaming, and that's why it's number one.
Dude, I love the N64.
But the N64 revolutionized gaming and changed it. It changed it. Like we did not have 3D, and Sony PlayStation did not have 3D games until after they cracked the code with Mario 64.
Dude, I got the N64 as a Christmas present at like peak childhood time.
Oh.
And my cousins lived right beside me, 2 cousins, and there was like one of those neighborhoods everyone came over. We played GoldenEye. That was my very first all-nighter with the boys. I'll never forget it. And we stayed up all night.
Yeah.
And we played N64 to the point where it was going to overheat, and we turned it off because it was like
That's why
glowing.
you got off of it.
Like
Yeah,
we
that's
had
why
to
you
turn
got
it off
off
and go outside.
That was
So like we stayed up the entire night.
we did that. Yeah, man. 64 was so much fun. So were you like a host house?
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah, I was a host house.
Were you a host house?
Yes and no. We would bounce between me and my one boy.
Yeah.
Terry, were you a host house?
I was a Nintendo exclusively host house.
Oh, all right. I was I was not a host house, but my buddy Joey would, and man, he had every console.
Shout
It was
out
the
to
coolest shit.
our parents who let us be the host houses or
Yeah.
ran us around
Yeah.
on those weekends.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I want to talk about N64 for another hour.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
so
dude,
good.
We
Hey,
could
we'll
have an
start talking about
N64
this
cast.
You ready for this bomb? You know what's coming this holiday season? A reboot. N64 4D with updated graphics today. I think
Is
it's
that
coming
true,
this
though?
holiday season for like 250, 260.
What the hell is 4D?
I don't know. They're redoing
It's
that.
4K.
Yeah, or
It's-
4K.
It's
Yeah, sorry.
4K.
I was gonna say they got another D.
No.
He added another D.
I always go where the D is.
4K,
Smell
4K,
Mario.
4K.
It's Smell-O-Vision.
But yeah, I think it's coming like this holiday season. They're redoing or dropping the N64.
That's pretty cool.
I think this
in
is
4K.
Oh,
like
there's a
an
remake.
I think this is like an independent thing someone's doing.
It's almost
But you
ready.
can put in, it says you can put in the original cartridges, But I don't know, man. Some of these games were designed for CRT TVs and everything. I don't know.
Cruising World? Are you kidding?
Cruising World?
Cruising World?
That game was the shit. I used to
about
play
Rush?
that.
Oh, wait, Cruising USA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about Rush 2099.
Rush.
Road Rash was the
Road
shit on
Rash,
there.
yeah.
Yo, T. Reichert, how much fun was Zombies?
Oh,
You were the
man.
worst player on our team every
Dude,
fucking
so
time.
we figured out who
dude.
T. Riker was about a week or so ago. This fucking clown. And he's the guy that, like, you bring into the lobby, right, when you're online gaming, just for laughs, right? He's not going to bring
Okay.
anything to the team. He's
Yeah.
not strategic.
No.
So in Zombies, like your typical, you know, you can get downed and you have to get brought to life.
Right.
Or the last guy has to survive the level so then we all can come back.
Right.
So it'd be early on, you know, he'd handle the flank. We designate spots. Yo, you take this side, you take this side. T. Riker, you take that side. And he'd be like, yeah, you know, I got it. And we'd always check in, yo, how we doing back there? He's like, yo, we're good, man. We're good. So we all go down and it's early, right? But we go down because he has our back and Zombies. So we all go down and it goes to his screen, right? You're just
Yeah.
spectating.
Yeah.
And he's the guy like, yo, Joey, what are you doing? And his gun is just facing the air.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. And he's
That's
laughing.
insane, right? And like, yeah, like there's like stairs and like up, like so like you can do that to shoot them up, but he's in the middle of the just looking at the air.
Dude, he would.
Just spinning around.
We got like
Yeah.
really into this. We were playing it like every night, right?
Yeah.
So we beat like all the individual levels, and then like our guys were like souped up, right? So then we would start the game and we would be very organized. So like me, Steve, and another guy we would be like, all right, you get that side, you
Right.
get this side. We'll like use your money to get the
Yeah.
mines. I'll get the fences. We'll fortify up. And then we'd be like, we know Joey was kind of like, or T was kind of like the weak link. So we'd be like, dude, just watch the back.
Yeah.
So like while we all have these like bazookas and machine guns and 50 cals, like we'll thin out the herd and you just make sure that like our backs watch. So we would be like killing it. And all of a sudden, like, you know, when you get hit and you see your screen goes red,
Yeah.
you know you're getting hit. So you turn around and there's just hordes of zombies coming after us. And then you see Joey like all the way on the other side of the screen just laughing and saying like wild card. And it's like,
Or we'd be like, yo, Joey,
we'd
how
be
you?
so deep in the game,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
I
we'd
love
be like,
it.
yo, Joey, how you
Wild card
doing?
bitches.
And
Yeah.
we turn around and he's like, yo, we're good, man. And he's running from a horde of zombies, dude.
He's
It's
just
like, bro,
laughing.
It sounds like
yeah.
some red versus blue stuff. I love it.
The worst.
He said, you know what? I saved all your asses with a ton of laughs. He was the man, dude. That was a lot of fun. But all right, let's get back into the show.
Real quick, I'm surprised no one mentioned all this N64 talk. No Star Fox 64.
I was gonna
Dude,
go
Star
there.
Fox was great. I mean,
Can't
Star
move
Fox-
on without giving
Dude,
that his
Star
flowers, man.
Fox.
Star Fox is why you have the Rumble Pack. That's what
Yeah,
it was
man.
introduced
dude,
with.
Star Fox.
Do a barrel roll.
Star Wars.
Oh, the Shadow
Pod
of the
racing?
No.
Shadows of the Empire.
The one,
Knights of the Old Republic?
No,
No.
it was a launch title.
the guy
with
that had
Dash
the
Rendar.
yes,
Yeah.
with he had the pack that he could fly, the flying thing.
So my favorite Star Wars game was on the PS2. I forget the name. It was the movie when Jar Jar Binks first came. Which one was that?
Oh, that's
Is
episode.
that where they had the lightsabers and you're playing as
yeah,
the Jedi?
Yeah.
Are you
they were-
talking about?
I had that on PS2.
Battlefront?
There it is.
Was it Battlefront?
Star Wars Battlefront was the
Yeah,
shit.
Terry, that game was
I
cool,
remember that
man.
box art.
It might have been Battle Art.
Battlefront was the shit.
Yeah.
You
I
could
think
do
it was.
missions as like you could be like a
I can remember-
stormtrooper or a
Yeah.
Jedi or whatever. Like
Yeah.
that game was awesome.
Dude, and then and what I also missed about early on going to video game stores too, you could test the game out. They would let you test the game before you
Yeah.
bought it, just in case, you know, it flopped or you didn't like the gameplay.
That was the fucking best.
yeah.
Yeah, it
we had
wasn't
it good.
Battlefront. It was the Phantom Menace, wasn't it?
Phantom Menace, maybe. Yeah. Wait, where's
Dude.
Wait, are you talking
you
about the
guys
game where you
remember-
played as like Obi-Wan?
Yeah, where like you started off in the ship and like the bad guys they were like rolling down and they would shoot, but they had shields.
Yeah, episode 1.
that one.
Yup, the Phantom Menace. Yeah.
I played the shit out of that game.
No Terry. No Terry. Jar Jar Terry.
So who's up?
I think we
I
finished.
think we're finished.
Yeah, I think we did our
We're
top
just-
three.
I got
We're
we
just
gotta do
gloating.
I gotta do something quick.
Uh,
There's my top favorite, and then there's my most hated. And my most hated is the Sony PlayStation Original. Because this goddamn system stole Final Fantasy from the Nintendo side onto a console that I did not have. I could no longer play the greatest JRPGs ever because of this goddamn system. And to this day, I will not allow a Sony camera on one of my sets because I hate that company because it stole
Wow.
Final Fantasy from me.
Dude, I love Sony.
Fuck you, Sony. You ruined
because
Terry's
Final
childhood.
Fantasy-
Ruined it.
Do you guys have one that you hate?
Yeah.
I mean, if I could just use mine as an honorable mention, I'll just say Xbox 360 only for Gears of War. Gears of War is my all-time favorite game that I ever played in my life. I love the story. I love the graphics. I love the chainsaw and the machine gun.
Yeah.
I love the horde mode. It was so much fun. Gears of War 2 or 3, like perfected. Gears of War 2 perfected it. I played the shit out of those games. They were so much fun. And that's my honorable mention.
That's fair. That's a good one.
I have an honorable mention, and that is the Xbox. The original Xbox with the big green because of Halo. Halo LAN parties took
LAN
what
parties,
started
brother.
with GoldenEye and really advanced it because you could do incredible things if you had a little bit of wherewithal and some goddamn middle school tenacity.
Oh, yeah, man.
Because you could go to a garage sale weekend and you could find Xboxes and old TVs, and you could link 4 Xboxes together and have 16-player multiplayer
That's
of
cool.
Halo. That was the
Yeah.
birth of the LAN party.
We would do Halo LAN parties and bring our TVs to our friends' houses. We would set them up outside.
Yes,
It
that
just-
was a different thing. We were
Yeah,
playing
man.
a different way. But the best part about the Xbox that I found out is if you went to a pizza parlor and got a sandwich, like a hot sandwich, you could put it on top of the Xbox. That shit would keep it warm. Whole time. So if you wanted a food warmer, the Xbox was
No one's
perfect
having
for
Terry
that.
over.
Yeah,
He's going to be putting
right.
pizza on the fucking PlayStation.
Why is it not
We
working
built
out?
a-
There's marinara in the port. What is
Smells
it?
like pizza.
We built a room for LAN parties, and we figured out you can keep your sandwiches hot too.
All right.
Oh, man.
What do you hate?
What do I hate?
Or your
I don't know.
honorable mention,
it's
whatever it
just
may be.
Honorable
I
mention.
hated fucking load times on the original PlayStation.
Yeah, those were horrible.
Because Sony
God
sucks.
forbid you get one little scratch on the original
Yeah, man.
PlayStation game,
Oh.
you would just sit at the screen forever.
Sega CD was even worse.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I would say honorable mention. I want to say N64. I mean, we've been talking about it. Just it's almost a favorite just because Ocarina of Time changed my life.
That's when I found out I was a fucking nerd. When I'm playing
Yeah.
that by myself
Like,
and I bought this
before it
user
came
guide,
out.
I was like, yeah, I'm a fucking
I
dork.
remember seeing like 3D Zelda stuff coming, the trailers for it, like what it was going to look like. Gaming magazines. I remember seeing Adult Link for the first time, like holding like the arrow, like the bow and arrow. And this is the first time where like rumors were getting really huge for video games on like the playground and like the cafeteria of like, oh, if you do this, like you'll get this weapon, or your friends would lie like, oh yeah, I beat that. And if you go to the secret room, you get this or that. And I was like jonesing for this game when I got my N64. I couldn't get it.
Dude, and Turok.
Dude, so you brought up a good point.
I hated
Let's go
Turok.
from
think
the
the
greatest game
PS2
ever to the shittiest.
Like,
I
I say
like
it changed
Turok.
the culture too. Like the PS2 and the N64, like those were games where if you're like, even if you had the PS2 or you had the N64 or like you didn't have it, but your buddy did, it was like they got some game that you didn't have yet, whether
Yeah.
because, you know, you only got video games for birthdays or, you know, whatever, or like the violent games were like some, like I remember growing up with some kids and their family was like, oh, that's too violent. Like Vice City, that's
Yeah.
too violent. You can't have it.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat. And it was like, I'm going to Derek's house, or Derek just told us he got Vice City or he got the new
Yeah,
whatever.
I
And it was
remember that
like, yo,
workaround.
yeah, like you don't hear that. Like obviously not anymore because we're older or whatever. But like I remember back then that was like the deal. Like, yo, Derek got the new. And but
Yeah.
yo, what are
Yeah,
you doing
come
this
over
weekend?
this weekend, yeah.
Dude, Mortal
play
Kombat,
this.
I think like went to the Senate and they created, or
Yeah.
Congress,
Yeah.
and they created the rating system because
That's
of
very
Mortal
true.
I
Kombat.
vaguely remember that.
Dude, I got Ocarina of Time the best way possible. It was one of those, you know, a blizzard's coming, like, you know, snow day is coming.
Yeah.
I bet my stepdad that we weren't going to have school that Friday. He's like, oh, we're going to have it. And I'm like, you want to make a bet? He's like, sure. And I'm like, haha. I'm like, if there's a snow day, you got to take me to Walmart and let me get this game. And I had a few bucks, but I was like, you have to like help me out. Like, you got to like, let me get this game. And him and my mom like, all right, but like, it's not happening. And I'm like, okay, well, if I lose, so like, well, then you gotta we did a wood stairs. Like you gotta cut all this wood for like a whole weekend. Like you gotta do all this. I'm like, all right, I don't care. I'm not just gonna have to do that anyway. So like whatever. Boy, I wake up. I look out the window. What do I see? Snow falling in front, out into the landscape.
You hear like the Home Alone music playing.
Yeah. I look out. There's a twinkle in my eye. I'm like, no way. And I look at my clock and realize it's after 8 o'clock, boys. My parents would have woken me up for the bus an hour ago.
Yeah, you're clear.
I run downstairs. They're already waiting on me. They knew the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like second Christmas.
Dude, they took me, got the game. I didn't come out of my bedroom all weekend. Long weekend too, because Friday, no school.
Yeah.
Dude, I dove into high roll hard. That's all I did. And I didn't have like the magazines or nothing. I just went for it. I had so much fun.
That's awesome.
I'll never forget that memory.
So I remember
dude.
telling John too over the weekend about the gym. If we're gonna throw a PC in, I went through a little phase too with the PC. Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Ooh. That game was fun, man.
It was fun, man.
Especially when you finish the track.
Yeah, you just watching fucking yeah. I
The
went through a little-
Sims, dude.
All right, let's
Nah,
listen. I made I made a
You
thumbnail.
ever remove a toilet and watch someone freak out in Sims language?
All right, listen, boys. I made a thumbnail and I did a lot of the titles and descriptions. We gotta move on to some of this
Sorry,
show
everybody.
and reel it back in.
Reel her in. All right, let's move along. We did it, guys. We spent almost 2
Let's
hours
just save it for
talking
next
about
week.
it.
Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going.
Well, we did say, well,
Awkward silence.
Yeah, guess not.
games.
Nah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Let's kick it into overdrive.
I gotta get a phone call real fast.
All right, let's move it into trailers. Or do you want to talk more video games?
You know, let's talk more until you leave soon.
All
Or
right.
Tatum's back.
All right, we'll move it along. Listen, guys, if you want more video game talk, let us know in the comments, message us, all that fun stuff. Let us know. We're happy to talk about that stuff.
We'll jump back into 8-bit beef.
Oh, we'll do it hard, man. We have a wealth of knowledge for retro games between all of us here. But let's move it along and check out some new trailers. Marvel just dropped the first Marvel Zombies trailer, and it's pure chaos. The undead overrun the MCU starting September 24th of this year. You can find it exclusively on Disney Plus. Let's try and figure out who survives, who's getting eaten. It looks a lot of fun. Terry, how do you feel about it, man?
I haven't dug too deep into it. The animated Marvel fare, I haven't gone too far, but I do like what I'm seeing. I like that there's blood. I like that there's guts. I like that it seems like they're gonna go for it, and hopefully they do, because it's actually a great story.
It's nothing like the comic. I don't care. The only thing that's a downside to this is I'm not a fan of the animation. Did you see in the trailer Blade?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be sick. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care that it's not falling in the comic. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. You
Whatever.
don't have the amount of characters.
No, it's insane. But yeah, dude, it looks cool. And they're doing fatalities on screen, man. Like, there's some crazy sick stuff that's going to be happening.
What's it rated?
It's like Blade and Moon Knight.
This is like rated R.
Yeah,
Like,
No shit.
They're not Disney fine. It didn't look like, but
no, people are getting ripped apart. It's going to be gory.
Like-
dude, I just remember, do you guys watch What If?
Yeah.
yeah,
First season, cool. After that, no meh. But you get a glimpse of the Marvel Zombies during some of it. And that just had me fiending for it.
dude. Did you read the comic?
Yeah.
So the comic's about. There's several
I think it's
Like-
up
versions.
up above you, John. Top right. Look over your top right shoulder.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
yeah. So that was the Army of
Well, that's the
Darkness.
Army of
one.
Darkness.
But they all are just telling the same story, but different perspectives essentially. And like, you find out whatever it's pullover comic, but Sentry crash lands on Earth. All the Avengers go to like see what happened, and then he ends up like biting all of them. And then all the Avengers become zombies that are like flesh eating, whatever. They're eating everyone. They're spreading the virus. But after they eat, they have like moments of like
clarity.
yeah. So like Peter Parker like ate his aunt and ate Mary Jane, and then he's like, "Oh my God, what did I do?" And then it just goes crazy, and all the best thing, everything you wanted to see happens, and it's a good read.
Yeah, dude. I'm stoked to see this.
Yeah, let's
All right.
Let's
I'm
go
pretty
on.
pumped. I'm not a big zombie guy, but
Are we gonna do this one weekly updates if they do it?
I'm down,
Yeah.
dude. Absolutely.
It'll get me to watch it.
We said September 24th.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Check it out on Disney Plus. Sponsor us. All right. Moving on to the Black Phone 2. Chilly new trailer just dropped on Thursday, and it's every bit as haunting as fans feared. Ethan Hawke returns as the undead grabber, haunting Finney and his sister Gwen through prophetic dream calls at a creepy winter camp. And the horror promises to be even more intense. Mark your calendars. The nightmare continues in theaters October 17th from Universal Pictures. John, you're pretty stoked for this, right?
I'm very excited for this movie.
Tell us about it, brother. What do you feel?
So I mean, I watched the trailer. The movie seems. Listen, I'm gonna critique this thing, right? Good and bad. I want to see this movie. I want it to do well. I got big time Nightmare on Elm Street vibes.
Okay.
Is that a good thing?
It is, but like it's like, are they awake? Are they asleep? He's kind of haunting them, same way that Freddy does. I also got like Camp Crystal Lake vibes because he takes them to a camp, and he kind of stalks them. Then I know that the last Black Phone, it started off, is it supernatural? Is it not? And then it definitely was like, yeah, it's supernatural. And this one is going to go full supernatural. I'm excited to see it, but at the same time, it just seems like it's knocking off Nightmare on Elm Street, but possibly doing it better, if I dare say.
I kind of agree with you. I don't know if it's going to do it better. That's, hard to say. That's a great franchise. But I like the first one, but I think I like the first one so much because it seems like it's steeped in reality for so long.
Yeah.
And that's always more creepy when like this could be happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the supernatural stuff was fun. I'm really excited to check it out.
Did you see this, the first one?
No, but I think I remember you guys speaking highly of it. I
Dude,
totally
watch
forgot
it before
about
this comes out.
Yeah,
'cause I want to see
Hawke's
this.
great.
I'm not
It's 100% worth watching.
I'm not a big supernatural guy when it comes to horror, just because, like Derek was just saying, I like the more reality. It could happen possibly. Like there's some, But I heard, so I should check out the first one. But
It doesn't play like it's supernatural, the first one, though.
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing I can't get over is the mask.
Oh, the mask's cool.
Yeah, I
No,
like the
man.
I
mask.
don't hate it.
Can I ruin it for everyone?
Sure.
Maybe. All I see is, I forget the exact which one's name. Lock, Shock, and Barrel from A Nightmare Before Christmas. All I can see is the one kid that has the mask just like that.
I think it's
the
Locke.
three kids that are like work for Oogie Boogie, and like they ride the bathtub, like, and they have like the different. They're all like the different costumes.
Barrel's definitely one of the boys.
Yeah. See what I mean? Okay,
Yeah.
come on, you got to give me that one. See,
Yeah, all right.
that's all I
Yeah.
see every time. Like that kid grew up, and he's locking kids in the basement. Like there he is.
That kid was voiced by Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman.
Get out of here.
Fun fact with Terry.
I
Derek,
saw
what do you got
more
the next?
of, what's his face?
Razor.
What's his name? The red guy?
Hellboy?
Hellboy from The Mask. But you're pretty spot on with the.
All right, see that too.
I see that too, for sure. Shout out to whoever is sitting outside of our studio on what I
Bumping.
presume is a 3-wheeled motorcycle playing their music as loud as they can.
Way to go.
Black Phone rules. Go see Black Phone.
All right. Speaking of things, the trailer for 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple just dropped, and it looks absolutely terrifying. With the tagline, "Fear is the new faith." This next chapter in the iconic horror saga is set to hit theaters January 16th of 26. We've got to talk about the visuals, the atmosphere, and what this means for the franchise's return to the big screen.
Yeah.
Who wants to go?
I'll go.
Yeah.
I saw the 28 Years Later in the theater. It was okay, but the ending went really Power Rangers. There's a lot you could see. I mean, we've talked about the movie. I'm excited to see more of it. It's hard for me because like 28 weeks later, 28 days later?
Days than weeks.
Like it's very different. I know it's 28 years, so like time passes, but it's just hard. And it looks like Ray Fiennes they're already saying, he's a goner. It looks like he's just going to give himself to the guy with the big penis. Like they're
Samson hanging dong.
Yeah. So the last one too, like the whole scene with like the mom dying and like he took the bone. I didn't like it. I thought like, dude, you got more time with her.
Yeah, I finally got to check this out recently, so I'm very fresh on it.
Yeah.
I Dude, when you guys were like giving it shit, I won't lie. I was sitting here like, these guys are just being a bunch of barnacles. Like,
Yeah.
like, and then I watched it and I was like, shit. Like, they're kind of right. It's cool. Has a lot of fun stuff. Like in like the first like third, I was hooked. I was like, all right, here we go.
Great.
But then when the kid separates out and we don't have that dude, whoever Craven is, like that guy, you get less. I'm like, no, I like this guy. He's a good action guy. What's going on?
I think he's a goner in the next one.
Dude, he's going to be a goner.
They showed him cheating on his wife. You know what happens when you have a bad character in a horror movie?
Oh, yeah. Karma's going to get you, baby.
You're a goner.
But I don't know, man. I also really liked seeing more of the world, where we're standing with the things in the world right now, the new types of monsters that are out there.
The trailer was cool for this one where like you see the girl walking, like the blonde cult people, and like she just like knifes up the zombie, just keeps walking cool.
It left me wanting more.
There's going to be great
not
battle
in a
scenes.
sense of like, this was a great movie, I want to see more, but just more of a curiosity, like, okay, this world could still be super cool. And I think this might give us the action we were looking for.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you.
So did they make it as like an anticipatory, like, okay, we didn't give them the action in the other one, now here comes some serious Ralph Fiennes shit?
Yeah, Rafe. You're going to correct me for Mario. I'm going to correct you for Ralph Fiennes.
All right, Ralphio over here. All right.
So what do you got?
Fair.
You got another one there?
I'll take it. Yep. All right. So let's move it on. News and notes time. James Gunn just dropped a huge reveal on Instagram on the 3rd. Superman, Man of Tomorrow will hit theaters July 9th of 2027. The post features stunning Jim Lee artwork of Clark Kent standing side by side with his greatest enemy, Lex Luthor, in full battle armor. I am feeling pretty excited for this, man.
Steve, what do you think?
Well, before I go, I believe, Derek, you saw Superman recently? The new
I
one?
finally caught up and
So
saw
I'm excited
Superman.
to see what his take on that is, and then we'll go.
Okay.
All right. I think it is a really good movie. It was fun. I like that we weren't having to deal with the origin for so long like a lot of the movies do. It's cool to see like a working Superman, like getting his shit figured out and everything. And I think the dude does a good job as Superman. I think he does a good job with his character, but it's not a great movie. It didn't like blow my socks off. I made fun of it a few times in the middle. It reeks of James Gunn. Like the fight scenes, I knew what the hell was going to happen in these choreographed fight scenes before it happened. I'm like, oh, this is Guardians of the Galaxy. All you got to do is put on the Awesome Mix Volume 1 and this fucking Guardians of the Galaxy right here, baby.
Oh, shit.
The interdimensional being like fighting in the background, I thought was cool at one point. But again, I was like, that's Guardians of the Galaxy. Like right there it is, Guardians of the Galaxy. And I get it's the same guy and it's a super team of people doing stuff. And I get there's going to be similarities. But at one point I'm like, oh, I've seen this. I've seen this one. But it's a good movie. I had fun with it. And I think it does set up for more great things. I think it was what we needed. It was a breath of fresh air. But at the same time, it's not the best movie ever made.
Steve?
So, I mean, I think I agree with Derek completely. I think we have the same view on it. I'm probably going to get shit on here, but I feel like the second one is like he needs to deliver more than the first. I feel like the pressure is on.
Okay.
Especially because it's sequels, right? The sequel might not always be as good as the original.
Brother,
but
you're taking over the TikTok account and you're posting that.
Yeah.
You're getting,
We can't say anything about Superman, no matter who it is or which movie it is.
when we talk about
Everyone hates us.
anything to critique the new Superman, it automatically means we're a fan of the
Yeah.
DCEU.
And that's not it. I'm not one of those Snyder nerds. I'm complete biased. I don't care.
You're unbiased.
Unbiased, yeah. Unbiased. I just think with the hype, that's always been my argument. You know, it was overhyped. It's not going to be able to live up to the hype. I agree with Derek. It was a good movie. Wasn't great. I feel like, you know, with this sequel coming, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I'm looking forward to it just because I want to see, like, all right, is he going to, he gave us a taste, right? Is he going to connect the dots
Yeah,
now?
the potential's
with it?
there,
Yeah,
man.
the potential. I'm still not 100% sold on James Gunn.
Yeah.
And like, you know, how he does it, but I didn't think I would enjoy as much of the Superman movie, like meaning like, because I'm so used to like the origins, right? but I actually enjoyed this one not being an origin and kind of just like, all right, this is Superman 3 years into being Superman, and that's where we're starting.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
All right. That wasn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah, no. So I'm interested in it, but like I said, I think there's more pressure on the second one.
Yeah.
Like, is he going to keep it?
Well, the first
he gonna really
the first
knock
one
it?
was starting. Well, I know Creature Commando started it, but it's starting a whole universe.
Yeah.
It set out to do a lot, and it just wasn't focused.
I
on
almost
Superman.
I almost feel like the second one needs to be.
Dude.
Yeah, it's
gotta
got to
knock
deliver.
the- yeah,
and we
it's
need
gotta
Brainiac,
deliver.
and we
Bro,
need.
here's what the fuck I'm thinking about, dude. You guys are missing the puzzle pieces here, boys.
I didn't even get to talk about it. I just talked about Superman 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're fucking foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, and then we'll see if Derek agrees with it.
All right, listen.
Nope.
This is just my theory, but I think this is what's going to happen. We spoke about it a little bit before. Supergirl's going to go out into space with Lobo. That's where she's going to come across Brainiac. He's going to be, they already have a history in the comics together. He's going to follow her back to Earth. Superman's going to be fighting Lex. They're going to have to team up to get rid of Brainiac. And then I think at the end, Lex gets some kind of technology from Brainiac. That's what I think is going to happen. And something with Peacemaker, because he's going to be in the movie, because apparently the Peacemaker season 2, which is trash, is going to lead up to Superman as well. But that's all I got. Derek, please.
I completely agree with the trajectory of the story that you're laying out. I think gives the history of Supergirl getting with Brainiac and everything and going out into space with Lobo. It's lined up for that. And I'm excited for it. Brainiac is a terrifying villain. He's really cool. But I don't know what this movie is going to do. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be a flop? I don't know. I liked the Supergirl cameo at the end of the first Superman. It was really fun. I thought that was cool. So I'm excited to see her character. And I think I'll have a better feel for the new Superman movie after I watch the Supergirl movie.
Okay.
I think that's going to make me have a better opinion on it. I'm not going to make my opinions on it based off of Peacemaker, because that hasn't ended yet. So I don't know if that's going to continue to be kind of like a poopy show. I will go into that in a little bit. But I'm excited for it nonetheless. And I love Lex's battle armor. I want to see him in that. I want to see how they use that. I hope they don't fuck it up with some stupid CGI shit where they go, this is my interpretation of it, and do some dumb shit. Like
if he's like the through line throughout DC where there's like a bigger character that Superman's fighting, I'm fine with that. But I don't want everything to be Lex. The other thing I don't have a problem with Superman is every Superman before this had like a song that like made it feel epic.
Yeah.
This Superman didn't have that, and I was expecting it.
Yeah, they played some of the music from the OG. You could hear like in certain moments, but yeah, there was.
It wasn't like the definitive. This is the Superman song.
But when would you have played it, right? Because there was no epic moment. Like, so when would that have been?
When he was fighting all of the
all the Raptors
the
at the end. When he did like
yeah.
the spin laser vision.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe you
everything.
could do it like
when he came back to fix the crack in the world. In the
Yeah, I think
earth.
that probably would have been it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like there wasn't like an epic moment where like, fuck yeah, here we go.
I'm not gonna listen. It didn't blow me away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had some cool moments, and I also enjoyed some fights in the first one where it felt like I was watching like when you're playing a video game like Mortal Kombat or something. There's some cool combos and shit. Like, all right, there's them doing like a special move, like when he grabs the girl and does like that spin into the dirt and just like flips her in the circle. I'm like, that's sick. Like more of this.
That and when he was flying up into the atmosphere, like
Oh, yeah.
that was kind of cool.
That was pretty cool.
Good
Yeah.
think. Like, yeah, that
Yeah.
was like.
This isn't a bad
like,
movie.
where's he
I don't
going
want
with
to trash this movie.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
I just agree with you guys. It's
It
not
wasn't great. Yeah.
Yeah. Terry,
All right.
Yeah, babe.
what are we thinking?
I'm excited. I want to see Lex Luthor's battle armor because we've never seen it. Like, so give me a thing I've never seen. Again, I liked.
Something you've never seen.
I think Superman. I think James Gunn's Superman has a lot of potential, and I think it had to play some stuff a little safe, but still was a little bit out there. So Superman's a weird character. Like, he has a bunch of comics that are straight up weird. So I am kind of interested to see that kind of stuff. But I think Lex Luthor will be interesting in this one. I am curious if they are going to go New 52 and make Lex part of the Justice League legitimately. But who knows? I mean, it might just be a shot at
the
Iron
guy
Man.
in the head. I don't know if you can redeem him.
I want to see the Legion of Doom. I want to see the weird building rise up out of a swamp.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. I think it's going to do great. I think all of these movies are going to be budgeted appropriately, where they all make just enough money to keep make them. I think that's the secret. Is Peter Safran, James Gunn's partner and the co-CEO of DC Studios, they're going to keep their budgets under wraps so that a loss isn't a massive loss and wins are potentially huge. That's the secret. If you can just keep doing this in like the $100 million range instead of the $500 million range, then you're good. You'll be able to keep making these movies and keep taking chances.
I want to see Solomon Grundy born on a Monday.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, they're just real quick. They are redoing the script for the Nightwing and Tim Drake movie.
I'm stoked.
Yeah,
There's
that's going to be animated.
Give
Yeah.
me Nightwing.
Yeah.
Please, God.
Wait, Nightwing and Tim Drake or Nightwing and Jason Todd?
I'm pretty sure it's Tim Drake. But I'll look that up while Derek's going
Terry
to
intensifies. All right. And then let's move it on. It's getting late. Let's go to our spoiler reviews. Have anyone in the room seen The Conjuring?
No, and here's the deal. It's the same as every other one.
I think we said about this
Yeah,
last
we
week.
said that.
Yeah.
Wait, you
When
saw it,
it's-
John?
No.
No. When it's streaming, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
You know, Toxic Avenger,
I
anybody?
haven't seen it.
No.
Nope. All right. This is a real easy one. All right. Alien Earth, episode 5.
Greatest movie, greatest TV show.
Question. What happened in this episode? I don't know if I saw this or episode 4.
Terry, I'll tell you everything that happened at this episode, and I'll tell you with 2 words. Eye monster.
Was it a flashback?
It was how the eye monster got out.
Yeah, this was a good episode.
Yeah, this episode rocked. We talked about this
We'll talk about the store.
at the store. Philly Gaines.
6011 Ridge Ave.
All your supplement needs.
Absolutely.
You want to be a weenie or you want to be a winner? Go to Philly Gaines. Anyway, oh my God. So a lot of times in shows where like shit hits the fan right away, you wonder like what happened before. This is a throwback episode, a little bit of a flashback. Sometimes those suck and kind of like are too slow paced. This was sick. You get to see everything go wrong. You get to learn a lot more about the different aliens that they've captured and brought back to Earth. And they get showcased super well. Just go into that's like the best part of all of this, in my opinion. Let's go into it, dude.
You know, it's cool the way we talked about it too, and Terry, you're right. It isn't Tim Drake. It's Jason Todd. I think I read it wrong on the internet. That's my fault. Weren't you saying that you thought the eyeball was like telling it to like
so
you
we
thought it was a
interpreted
good
that
guy?
differently. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'll go with what I felt like I
Yeah.
saw it doing, and then your point too. I was like, oh shit, that might be right too.
Yeah.
So at one point, there's these like 2 like almost like giant cockroach looking alien things that they have, and they're like trying to like see like what they eat and like put like rats and shit in there with them. And as the scientist is feeding them, she has like this giant like water canister, like a Stanley almost, right? and like, she's drinking out of her Space Stanley, and
Space Stanley.
she's got that, and she's like splashes some water out of it. These bugs see the water, so they try to get out of their little containment center. Well, one,
Do they need water some? Is that why they...
No, they want to spread their seed.
so it's like a parasite, right? So it wants
Hell
to go,
yeah.
so it wants to go lay its
Seed.
eggs in the water. It's like a waterborne thing, right? Well, one gets out and goes to do that while she's not paying attention. While she's doing that, that crazy eye monster that we've seen before is in a tube, like glass casing, and it starts pounding on the glass. Like it's like frantically slapping its casing, trying to get her attention. I took that as like, does this thing have intelligence and is trying to help her because it is like, this thing's keeping me alive. This woman is
Or
like,
is it distracting her?
or what? Yeah, right. So I took it as like, oh shit, is it trying to warn her? Does it maybe see that other alien as a threat to itself and is like, no, like don't let that thing go over there. It's going to kill all of us. That's how I saw it. John.
I took it as he saw an opportunity at a way to get out. So it was like a distraction, like you said, and he was trying to get her attention while that thing like squirmed over to her drink.
To keep her
and, like,
attention on the thing banging.
Spit its
See,
Larva.
in the thing, and like now she's walking around throughout the episode with this. So then they go to the crew thing.
she's drinking
And
it.
and it's
Yeah.
all these times of
It
like,
keeps you
is she
on.
about to drink it? Is she not?
It's one of
Yeah.
that.
And then this other guy comes over and drinks it.
He's
The
choking.
Apprentice.
He has like real hot food. He's like, oh shit, give me a drink of that. And
Yeah.
The Apprentice. He's cute.
So then,
he sure was.
like all the shit hits the fan, right? The eyeball monster gets out. The eyeball monster is the most terrifying thing on this show. The eyeball monster should have its own show. This motherfucker got a hold of a human, right? And the eyeball monster is stronger than you. Not me, but stronger than you. And it goes for your eye. There's nothing worse in horror than eye horror. And now that thing goes right for your eyeball and is stronger than you. And what it does is it takes your eyeball out while you're alive, rips it out, and then goes in there and takes over your whole body. Now it's just sitting in the
a
corner.
parasite, yeah.
The eyeball monster's sitting in a dark corner, and people are trying to go into the room where the eyeball monster is. And that thing goes after you.
Yeah, look at
but
that
guess
thing.
what saved it? Guess when you think that this is the worst thing? The xenomorph shows up. The xenomorph shows up, and before I think it took the human, it tried to take over the xenomorph. So it's going
man.
after the xenomorph, and the xenomorph's fighting it off. And Derek, do you want to talk about finishing it up, or?
Keep going, dude.
Yeah, dude, fuck it. The xenomorph is getting rid of the fighting with the eyeball monster. The eyeball monster takes over this guy, and
What's the
it
xenomorph?
fights the xenomorph, and it gives it a good fight. Ends up losing, but the eyeball monster is so far to me the MVP of the show. It should get its own show. And if this is what they wanted to have done, is like make another horrifying monster, mission accomplished.
Yeah, they did
Mission
such a good job,
accomplished.
man. This show deserves its flowers, dude. It takes all of the thrilling aspects of the original Alien movie and just gives us more.
Takes
It's
nothing away from it. It expands the universe in all the right ways.
like the technology of the ships, the way they're laid out is
Like old school.
beautiful.
Yeah.
The way they shoot everything.
I was gonna say,
It's
even
like-
like the picture, it looks a little fuzzy.
yeah,
Little fuzzy.
which makes it a little more creepy because it looks a little bit older, right?
Yeah.
like it's the future, but somehow like not futuristic, if that makes sense. Like
But it's
it's ahead of
'cause
us in time, but like it
it's
looks
the
like a
future
worse
from
for
like
what-
the late 70s.
Yeah, it's like yeah, exactly. That is exactly what I mean.
Yeah, cigarettes and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
smoking in space.
So
Yeah.
that threw me for a goddamn loop. That when the eyeball monster tried to get the xenomorph, because I thought they were on the same team the whole time. I thought it was like an extension to the xenomorph. I had no
Oh, I
idea
never
it was
thought of
its
that at
own
all.
thing. Do you know what it is though? I know what it is.
No, but
is
real
it
quick,
from Metroid?
didn't they try to communicate? Wasn't he opened up his mouth when he took over the human and was like making noise?
Yes.
Yeah,
And it was like almost calling the xenomorph there.
But do you know what he sounds exactly like?
A raptor from Jurassic Park.
It's John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh.
It's the fucking thing. And it's now invading stuff and being able to take things over. So I think, do you remember the movie The Thing with like
Yeah.
this,
Oh, yeah.
where the one creature turns into a spider?
Yeah.
yeah.
This looks a lot like it as far as like the Thing spider. So I think they're blending universes here. I think this eyeball is a way into that realm and now they're related. I don't think it's exactly John Carpenter's The Thing, but I think
that's a stretch.
what they're doing
But I
though
love
is
that idea.
yeah.
Let it out.
Well, they always had Alien and they had Predator, and they've been stuck on these two fucking things for 40 years. So I think what they're doing is like, what's the third? Let's create a third species that
eye
is now
monster.
part of it. And yeah, eye monster, but
thing
I
is
think it's related to the thing.
Yeah, this thing is sick.
You guys might be selling me.
Dude, if we do a bracket, I'm putting the eye monster in, and no matter who he goes up against, I'm picking him.
I think it's tenacious.
We got a
Like it will
bracket
not
coming up.
stop. That's the other thing. Like it's getting in your eye.
It's
like,
strong. It's getting,
Like it's gonna get you,
fuck that.
Not a big fan of the aliens, but
dude.
each week I come in here and
Steve,
I
you
will
gotta
say,
try it,
guys
man.
You don't
are-
even have to watch the
alien is like a
original
side
Alien movie.
character.
That's
Yeah.
And you know what? Actually, Steve,
guys are
watch
selling it.
this episode because I thought more than any other episode, this felt like a self-contained movie.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm
fell
not just
asleep
going
for
to
the last,
jump
20
into
minutes,
the
so.
most recent. I would start from, the first episode, but each week I've been coming in here. You guys have been doing a pretty good job selling it. to
Dude,
me.
I know sci-fi is not your thing, but this is just a good story. It goes heavy xenomorph to start it, and then that's like everyone's expecting that, right? Like, oh, it's alien. There's an alien. This thing takes a break from the xenomorph for a couple episodes, and then tells
So
stories.
is that
to
what the
bring in
alien's
other
called? A
characters.
xenomorph?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm all on board with this show.
And again, you said you don't have to be familiar with the movies to.
Not at all.
Not really,
No,
dude.
it'll catch you up on
If
whatever
anything,
you
this
need
is
to
a
know.
prequel that'll like give you more insight into the
Because
other
remember,
movies.
the crew is learning about all these aliens like real time, right? So you're learning everything you need to know right there with them on the screen.
Wow.
They'll tell you everything you need.
Yeah, dude. And it's tomorrow night, episode 7? Let's fucking
it
go,
7
dude.
already?
Yeah, dude.
I'm also so on board with the cyborg. Like, I have no idea what the cyborg is up to, and I like that.
Yeah, he's got me confused, which I'm pretty good at seeing what's coming. This show has me fucking lost, and I
Yeah.
love it. Like
Yeah.
I'm just fiending for more of this.
Telling
shit.
a bunch of stories, and I can't wait till they all come together, man.
Yeah, man, this is stoked.
Well, listen, we'll just do it real quick. Peacemaker.
Eh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Man.
All right.
It's getting
there
better.
you have it.
They had a little
It's
better.
getting better.
It's getting better, but like when
I fell asleep the last 20 minutes.
when you're shit, anything's
and
better.
I wasn't mad about it.
No, dude. I can't buy into John Cena. I don't like this show. I'm gonna hate watch it now. I'm rooting for it because it's leading into Superman, and that's the only reason I'm gonna continue to watch it. And because we're on a nerd podcast. And listen, I'm gonna fucking bash this thing until it proves me like I want it to be good. I want these shows. I want every
I
show to
can't
be good,
hear the
especially since
TikTok
we're giving it a
comments getting
run.
typed right now.
Dude, I want it to be good.
You don't
And it's
understand
not-
what man he's going through and his phone. And yes, we
I don't
do.
care. I want a superhero to do superhero shit sometimes, dude. You
Yeah,
can
man.
tell that story, but show some superhero shit.
Yeah, step it
Tired of
up.
this fucking show, dude.
Step it up. Ramp it
and
up.
all the fucking virgins that have a problem with it. I'm tired of this shit.
I don't know.
So listen, I think for Halloween,
I like the
for-
show. I like the show.
Terry, we agreed on everything. I think since we've started doing the show, except that, man.
I can't.
I will walk with you in a lot of paths, but not this one. Not this fucking show, dude. It's terrible.
This is like
It's terrible.
this is like when everyone doesn't like something. You're like, oh, I thought it was good, and then you have to like hide.
Yeah.
You know who would like Peacemaker? Probably fucking Steve. Steve would probably like season 2.
What do you mean? I can't even get through the first season. I'm on episode 3.
don't watch
So
anymore.
fuck you, man. I've been saying this since day one.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. But listen, guys, thanks for hanging out. This episode went really long, and listen, I think we should cut down on the movie talk a little bit, and we should add in some Dragon Ball Z. We should send stuff to Steve that he needs to like look at
Yeah.
to
Or sell
catch
me
him
on
up.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe
Or
some
we should do
gaming.
sell DBZ to Steve segment.
That'll be the day.
By
That'll
you,
be
yeah.
the day.
Let's do like
That'll
an
be the
individual
day.
character each week.
That'll be the day.
All right, so
we could show him 1 minute of Dragon Ball Z per episode.
Dude, that's gonna be a tough sell.
oh, dude, we'll pitch this
Oh, you're
shit.
gonna love
We'll
it.
spend a
You're
week
gonna love it.
pitching the shit
It's
out
so
of
funny,
that,
like
dude.
saying that, and then I'm like, dude, I played Dungeons and Dragons. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Dude, maybe we do that. We each just pick a topic and we pitch it to Steve in like 60 seconds.
I
each
love
week.
it. I love it.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Over 100 comments today, by the way.
Yeah, Steve, do the voice.
Nah, I didn't agree to that.
Come on,
Oh,
dude. Oh,
you'll
do
get
the
it, maybe.
voice.
No one's watching.
Do the
right now.
roar.
Dude, we'll be on the video.
got
Do the
3.
voice.
Maybe one day.
Steve, do the voice.
You can't just. It's
roar.
got to be
Yeah,
organic.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah, do the roar.
It's got to
Do
be
the roar.
organic.
Do the roar.
Do the roar.
Listen, what I will say, when
I love you, Daddy.
you'll get it when I'm in the middle of giving you an update.
That's what he says to his wife.
Oh, man. All right.
All right, so guys, listen. For Halloween's coming up, I'm telling you right now, we're talking about doing like a March Madness kind of bracket thing. We spend the whole episode just figuring out who is the most badass villain. So we have that going on. If you guys are watching the video or anything, get yours ready for that. And thank you for joining us. Episode 20 next week. Derek, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at symbolic51, and you can find my business, Derek Baker Seal Coating and Line Striping, on there as well as Derek Baker Seal Coating and Line Striping.com. Hit us up for all of your asphalt sealing needs, line striping, pothole repair, or crack filling.
Terry, where can people find you, dude?
You can find me all over the place, but I want to give a special shout out to editor Ethan, who has been knocking it out of the park with our edits lately. Thank you very much, Ethan. Appreciate you, bud.
Yeah, Ethan.
And also for these super long episodes, maybe we'll break them into 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We will
Part
see.
2.
Just because of extra algorithm.
Steve, where can people find you?
You find me on Instagram at sbrowndebalgin2492 at gmail.com.
Yo, make a Debologen Instagram, by the way.
Yeah. And also, next week, we have Ryan Gallagher on. He's a friend at Alpha Flight. This guy knows his shit. He's a lot like Louis G. So get ready for that.
There's only one Louis G, baby.
And he'll be in studio, I believe. And listen, guys, thanks for hanging in with us. We know this episode was long, but
It was fun.
fucking consoles are great. See you guys next week.
Thanks, guys.
Follow us at the Muscle Geeks on all the social media platforms.
Subscribe.
Share.
And love.
Young Junk!